Ooh. Butts.
I'm alive.
Butts.
Hey. You said-
Hello.
Hey
Butts,
everyone, welcome
butts,
to
butts. Sorry.
Broadcast Live, the live series where we play a game each month because Patreon.
We changed it to live to Rollcast one shot.
Oh,
Because live is the name of our excellent live
actual
experience.
physical thing. Well, we're doing some fun things here today.
Yeah.
We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Isn't that fun? That's cool.
I was thinking it's so weird that after 5 years this is the first. Has anyone played Pathfinder before? Because I haven't.
I played Wrath of the Righteous, which is a
video game.
A video game built on Pathfinder. Yeah.
Gotcha. But we've never played Pathfinder before as
We haven't.
Rollcast.
We haven't.
No.
Who are we? Anyway, I'm Chris.
I'm Sean.
Ellen, how are you? You're good? Your mic cut out when you said your name.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Because you
just
just
went-
Phil and Alan sounded
just-
silent to me. So
I was just like, oh, okay. I will elaborate
You did this.
further.
You went.
I must validate my existence. Hi,
You
I'm
have-
Ellen, and the reason that I deserve to exist is
Denied.
Please.
because I'm a little bit funny. I don't know. It's not a great reason, but it's not the worst.
I'm Phil. Hello.
And Phil.
Hey,
and
I'm
we're
Phil.
playing-
I'm Phil.
We are all Roltercast. We make a podcast called Roltercast. It's in the name. We play different games each season, but for our one-shot series here on YouTube, we play a different game each month. It's like a one-shot.
For your
Let's vote
ears.
for our patrons.
Accurate. It's exactly like a one shot.
Yeah. It's quite similar. Yeah.
Oh, that's why we called it that.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's why I remember the name of it. And we're playing Pathfinder, which no one has played before except me a little bit, and Phil, who played it as a video game.
And in a slightly different form.
In a different edition. This is 2nd edition Pathfinder, the cool one, the one where we have lots of actions.
This ain't your
Lots
mum's
of fun.
Pathfinder.
I
This
was
ain't your mum's.
I was at
D20
the
system.
I was a part of the Christian camping group, which was called Pathfinder.
Oh,
It's like,
Sean.
I'm not shitting you. Like there was a Christian group that would like go out camping, and you were called Pathfinders. I'm no longer involved with it, obviously.
Ellen, did you have one? Did you have a Christian group that you were part of? Because they were all the rage during the 2000s.
Right?
No, I didn't.
I was in a
I'm just
youth group.
curious.
I was in a youth group briefly.
Here's the thing that people may know from Roltercast is that
Ellen's
I was
highly religious.
No, well, I grew up Catholic, but Catholics are kind of lazy. Like,
Catholics
I mean,
aren't
we
lazy.
we
They're
put
just
a
not
we put a lot of effort
useful.
into stained glass,
That's true.
but in terms of community building, it's like, oh, whatever.
If we build it, they'll come.
Exactly. It's not.
Pedro.
We're not like the Jehovah's
Paul.
where we're going door to door. We're like, we kind of hope no one does join us.
Please
No,
God.
let's
If
keep
it was good enough,
insular.
if it was good enough for your mum, it's good enough for us. And-
Pretty
and
much.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Suffice to
all our
say,
branding is.
This is not a Christian camping group. This is a TTRPG
TTRPG group.
one shot.
Yeah,
Mm,
and we're playing Pathfinder. We're going to do a silly little adventure. It's going to be super fun. There definitely won't be any dark twists or thematic changes where I pull the rug from under you guys and mess with you at all.
say
That's
that,
not
but-
happening. I'm not going to do that.
Cool.
Trust me, wink. Whether that is to the audience or to you as my friends.
Never
I don't
trusted
know.
you less in my life.
Think
My
you-
character trusts you implicitly.
Thank you, Sean.
I think you said the quiet part out loud there, Chris. I think
Speaking of trust and good practice, we here at Roltercast use the X card. If there's content that any of us don't like, we throw up a big old X, we rewind the scene, or just skip past it if we need to. We negotiate on the fly. We're able to do that because we've been role-playing together for about 5 years and working professionally with each other in some capacity, or in training for about 10, which is a long time for us to have known each other, which means that we have pretty good working relationships. I can pretty much tell what should and shouldn't be on the table for these friendos, and you should do similar stuff with your friendos, including X cards. They're super cool. Use them.
We've also many times told each other's lines and veils,
Yeah.
so hence why that's not really on our live streams, is because we
We did it outside.
We've done it. You can trust us. Trust us that we've done our work.
Yeah, we don't need to show our working. This isn't high school.
Also,
Carried
As
the
a-
one.
Carry
a,
the line.
As a weird aside, and
Yeah.
also just to follow up the housekeeping. Hey,
Mm.
Ellen, do you want a coffee?
No.
Okay, I do. So I will. Anyway, thank you, everyone.
I had my
I see.
coffee.
So
I
you asked
can't
me
believe it.
because really you wanted one.
No, because I'm getting one. But if I'm going to do the delivery charge, I may as well get another.
Yeah.
It was been nice.
It's the hey, do you want a sweet treat? Because
'Cause
I really
I
want a
want
sweet
one.
treat and I
Hey.
won't have one alone.
Hey, Ellen, do you want to support Roltercast on Patreon.com?
Because I want to support Patreon.
I mean, I
Friends
guess
out
if
there
we're doing
watching.
it together as a group.
There we go. Get in with a couple of friends. Anyway, let's stop talking about us and waxing lyrical. And
Can we talk about our characters at all? Or
yeah,
do you
no,
want to
we
do that?
haven't. Let's do
Should
that
we?
now. Let's talk about our characters. We're playing Pathfinder. It's going to be a Pathfinder Adventures, meaning that it's a fantasy setting where fantasy things happen. There's going to be monsters. There're going to be little friends. There'll be maybe a tavern or 2 or 5. Who knows?
Hell yeah.
Maybe this will be a bar crawl. Maybe that's actually a really good idea. I should have just done that.
Tavern crawl, do you
Tavern
mean?
crawl. Oh, that's a great name.
Milady.
That's a great name for a live series.
It is,
D&D
yeah.
The Tavern Crawl. Shoot. Okay.
Trademark,
Pathfinder.
trademark.
To trademark TM.
See
We're
hashtag.
going
how
offline to
quickly our
develop this idea.
fans- Yeah.
Yeah.
See how quickly anyone in
read you.
chat rushes to trademark that.
Yes. So anyway, let's talk about our characters. Sean, actually, let's start with Phil. Why don't you tell us who you're playing? I'll get you last, Sean.
Hello. So I decided to go quite basic with mine, but like really lean into it. So I am Dirk Russell, and I am a fighter.
Not a lover.
Not well.
Well.
Charisma +0. I'm an average lover.
How's your strength? How's your constitution?
+4. I got a +2 in constitution.
And your dexterity?
Just a +1 for dex.
That's
But I do
That's a pretty good lover.
I have a little bit of wisdom as well, which I think is intuitive, which you need to understand a lover. So there we go. I've got a little bit of everything. So I'm a human named Dirk. I grew up on a farm, and then I decided, hey, do you know what? I'm gonna go adventuring. My parents are still alive. They're not dead or anything. They're like, maybe take a summer adventuring, see if you like it. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Are you going to go to uni after your adventure break and maybe
we'll
study
see. We'll
how to
see.
farm
It's
dirt?
he's in that point of his life, where he just doesn't really know what he's doing next. So he's human. He's a human fighter. Grew up on a farm. He's friendly, cooperative, and he fights with a bastard sword, which is a 1.5-hand sword. Which he's 1 or 2-handed, a steel shield, and a crossbow. So he has options at all ranges. Yeah, that's him. He's ready for adventure.
I have a question. What's his favorite food?
He likes a good stew, like with like big hunks of meat in it and vegetables that have barely been chopped into chunks. You know what I mean? You just they're all just bubbling away and floating in there. Potatoes that fall apart in your mouth, that sort of thing.
So as an Irish person, I'm allowed to say this. So he's Irish. You've Irish coded the character.
So I'm Dirk.
We love a stew.
We love a
His
stew.
second favorite food, mashed potatoes. Cham.
Yeah.
It's gotta be mashed potatoes. I didn't know if there anyone with an Irish accent in Pathfinder. There is now.
There is now.
He follows Aristil. I'll just keep going with details
please.
until you stop me.
No,
he worships Aristil, who is, the god of hearth and home. One of the oldest gods in Pathfinder. I need to find my vowel changes for Irish. Pathfinder.
And Irish. It doesn't need to be. We just say it's a dialect and we move on.
That's it.
Right.
Northern Irish. Don't worry. Actually, Northern Irish.
Northern Irish has a lot
Northern
different.
Irish.
I don't like doing it. It's very hard to keep up.
Northern Irish. It's just a train just to keep your mouth current.
Anyway, somebody else talk about the character.
Ellie, talk about your character.
Accent.
No, I'm enjoying this. I think actually we should ask Phil more questions.
And he has to answer them in character.
And he has to answer them in character with the thickest Northern Irish accent you've ever heard.
That's great.
Gosh darn life.
Grand.
Hi, so I'm playing Barb. or Barbara or Barbarian, because I love a punny name, y'all.
Yes.
Now, Barbarian is actually not in the core Pathfinder. So what I've just done is I've made a fighter. But essentially, Barb, she's into her kind of, not twilight years, a bit before. She's middle-aged. Kids, you know, had a whole gaggle of kids. But now they're kind of getting out to their own adventures. They're of that age. And look, the book club was going well. But then there was a big blow up. Because Marta, well, she didn't want to host anymore, but we can't have it at Jan's, because, you know, she
Jan
lives
has
with her
cats.
mother. Well, yeah, she has cats, but also she lives, like, with her mother,
Yeah.
and, like, then that kind of becomes a bit of a thing.
And she's going through that divorce, which is nasty.
oh,
That's why
it's not-
she's living with her mother. It's hard.
It's not great.
It's hard.
And it's kind of a bummer, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
not to be real. It's a bummer
Yeah.
on the whole book group,
Yeah.
the book club.
When you're reading
so-
The Lovely Bones, you don't want to have
Which
no.
also sounds like a fantasy book as well, which is great.
The Lovely Bones. That's
It's
why I
actually-
Lovely Bones.
It's actually the orcish Kama Sutra.
Oh no.
I thought it was a book on augury.
Probably, yeah, that would make more sense.
So you
or
like
just a good cookbook for if you're only making bone broth.
Yes.
Lovely
You're a
Bones.
bit
The
tight.
Lovely Bones.
The Lovely Bones kind of home cooking is honestly where to go. But yeah, Barb's just looking to kind of get back out there again. You know, she was a warrior in her younger days, you know. Yes, kids, your mum was a warrior too, you know. Back in the day, I was actually pretty good at it. So yeah, and to not make exactly the same character as Phil, I have changed Barb's ancestry to be an orc.
Nice.
But yeah, she's very strong. She's got a little bit of wisdom that you know comes from being a mother. Not very charismatic and not very intelligent. So she never helped her kids with math homework.
I think we'll get on. I think we have similar archetypes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, audience. We made two fighters.
Dirk, you remind me of my dumbest son.
Dirt. That's what I
Dirt,
meant.
yeah.
Dirt.
We
What's
got
your
Dirt,
accent? Are you
Claude.
going broad Australian or
I always
Fargo?
am, Phil.
Math homework has gotten really hard.
Oh yeah, I
recently.
could be Barb the orc.
Are you-
No,
are
I
you-
think I'm just gonna go broad Australian.
Are you playing an intelligent character, Sean? Are you playing a smart character?
So I'm playing a fighter, and no.
That's good. That's good.
That would be kind of dope
Oops,
if you
all
were.
fighters.
All fighters. Oops, all fighters.
No.
Yeah.
So I am playing a druid dwarf. I've never played a dwarf before in any game.
Except
And-
for in your video game experience when you played
Yes.
one for our YouTube series, Dragon Age Origins. Go
Do you
check out the
remember
video.
do you remember his name?
Dwanye.
Dwanye.
I edited 100 of those videos. I
Yes.
remember a lot about that
There were
series.
quite a lot of videos. We did finish the game.
We have a number of audience members watching back through them, including our Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines
Yeah.
playthroughs, which is very nice of them.
So yeah, I'm playing a druid dwarf by the name of Shredded Bark. And Shredded Bark is a dwarf of nature, someone who finds himself well at home within the wild, within the forest, within the trees. Unfortunately, at the expense of being absolutely shit when it comes to any sort of social skills or understanding the ways of the cities and such like that. And also to that point, he has a infuriating naivete about him. He believes in the best in people. He trusts in people. He trusts in pretty much everyone, because why lie? Why would you lie? He doesn't like to lie, and he never feels a reason to, because it's inherently, as an Oathkeeper dwarf that he is, he just doesn't see the reason not to tell the truth, because the truth is always the correct way, and it always leads you where you need to be. And everyone's like that, right? No one's deceptive. The world is nice and shiny, and the world that he knows surely is reflected in the world around him. Because also, if he puts out those good vibes, he'll get it in return.
That's all very well and good, Dirk, but you try telling the exact truth when your kids ask where babies come from.
Oh, bring them to me. I'll tell them. I'll tell them anything they want to know. Any questions
Respectfully.
they have.
His His name's
Respectfully,
Shreddy,
I don't want
not-
you anywhere near my kids.
His name's Shreddy, not
Oh,
Dirk.
And that's totally fine. As a mother, you can obviously decide who you want your kids to be around, and that's very important. So I fully agree with that, and I respect your decision.
It's more for your benefit because they're just all violent little scumbags.
Sean, did
Yeah.
your character help with the translation of the lovely bones into Dwarvish? And then were you the one who proposed the localization name change, the lovely stones?
You know what it was? Is that
Runes.
he read
Oh,
he read it.
damn it, Ellen, that's really good.
He read it. He didn't understand it, but he appreciated it.
Oh, that's
He
good.
knows that other people really like it, and he tried to read it so he could get a bit of an insight into what the hubbub about is about the lovely bones. But he didn't get it, and
He
that's
didn't get
fine though. It's obviously not for him.
Whole stuff about an afterlife and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. Too heavy, too heavy.
Also,
also
he has a little Leshy friend.
Yes.
And Leshy's like a little plant guy. And his name is Fleshy.
Fleshy the Leshy.
Fleshy the Leshy. And Fleshy the Leshy doesn't have any mechanical benefits because Sean didn't look up how familiars and Leshies work.
And Chris
but
isn't going to.
No, but Chris may or may not have a voice for Fleshy the Leshy. There you go. That's
Can
Fleshy the
familiars
Leshy.
talk?
I think you need to water your plant.
That's all. That's all.
It's all it's
Fleshy
gonna
can
say.
do.
Yeah, all the colors of speech is kind of told through that one sound.
Bit of an
and
I am
he's-
Groot situation.
He's a mushroom, yeah. He's a mushroom plant thing.
Yeah. Also, I can
Our little happy
sure I
mushroom
can-
guy.
Well, the
I'm
color
pretty
of
down
his
for this.
spores also indicates
His mood. Oh,
Yeah.
Also,
So
I've
is
got
that
the
like
animal.
part of?
I've got the animal empathy feat, which means I can basically talk to animals.
Yeah.
I can train
anyway.
them.
Ooh,
'Cause I
you're
grew up
you're
on a
going
farm.
onto my territory now.
I know, right?
All right. Forget my entire campaign. This
just
is
because
about
you can
getting the
talk to an
mushroom
animal.
into a race.
So
We're going to have a mushroom competition, and you're going to train him. It's going to be a beautiful training montage.
Well, just because you can talk to an animal doesn't mean you can train it.
That's true.
You
I
know
work
what I
with
mean?
children. And they
Yeah,
can
I
hear
have
me.
otherwise, I have a fuck ton of spells. I'm primarily the healer of the group. I only got a sickle, because sickles look fucking dope, and I just wanted a dope weapon.
Yeah.
And he's got leaf weave and a hide shield.
Ooh.
Chris, did you want us to
Yo.
do like a little like how we know each other, or because you asking kind of like you translated the book? Do you want us to like quickly link our characters up before we start?
Yeah, absolutely. Before I do that, though, Ellen, name a
Yeah.
city.
Adelaide.
Oh gosh. Bullwind.
Bullwind.
Oh,
It was a
it's
particularly
the odor.
Yeah,
You-
it was an agricultural hotspot,
Yeah.
which unfortunately means that you're getting quite a lot of methane in the air.
Yes.
You know what, Phil? Bullwind is so much better than Ballwind. Don't go there.
That's true. That's true.
So Bullwind sits just at the what you might call the taint of the Windy Valley.
Wouldn't call it that.
Yeah, some do.
Who would just call that?
unfortunately.
It's very unfortunately named.
So Bullwind sits upon the taint of the Windy City,
Don't
the
repeat
Windy
it.
Valley, rather. The two. It's a valley
For
between
American
two.
listeners, the Windy City is not Seattle. It's
No.
fantasy Windy City.
And you are in a bar. Phil, name the bar for me, please.
The Goose's Eye, and literally like the sign outside is like it's quite intimidating. It's a very large picture of a goose's head with a very beady eye that looks
Yeah.
out.
You can
Sorry.
just see the teeth just under as the bottom of the frame. Yeah, you just see
Sorry,
the top of
I
the
also-
goose.
and
I need to immediately correct myself. The Windy City is Chicago, not Seattle, and that's very important for me to correct
yeah,
for our
that's
American
true.
listeners.
Yes.
the goose's eye is named after a legendary incident in Bullswind where a terrible goose got on the loose. And caused all sorts of mischief. Some say it was probably an awakened goose because of the way its malice was like seemed quite
Purposeful.
intelligent and purposeful and directed.
People say, but I think it was just a goose.
That's the big question about the legend.
That is Shredded Bark's favorite folklore tale, the song "The Goose on the Loose."
I think the thing that really gave it away about the goose was that it had 3 actions and a reaction.
That's
as it ran amok.
That's the only difference,
with a free action to honk.
Yeah, that's right. Honk. And finally, Sean, how do you know these 2 people? Why do you know these 2?
Oh God, you know what? I think if they were adventuring, if they knew each other beforehand, I think they rescued Shredded Bark from essentially a like a bandit scenario where there were bandits in the forest and they kind of tried to accost Shredded Bark, who saw it not as seriously as he should. Just, oh, friends, it's fine. Yeah, oh, you can take that if you're. It's fine. I've got plenty. This is communal. But they realized, they kind of walk past and realized, no, this is a robbery sort of. This is like a robbery scenario. Let's help this poor fellow. And Shredded Bark kind of just latched himself onto them. It's like, oh, where do you go? Well, I don't have much stuff now, so maybe I could just follow along with you. And he kind of attached himself to them, seeing where the wind takes him.
He just went to adventuring college, and now I've got to look after another bloody child. Oh, I hate this. I want to read a book. I want to go on vacation. I want to smash some people's knees.
I read this lovely book called The Lovely Bones.
It's actually really good.
Oh, so I've heard. I didn't particularly understand it, but it seemed lovely.
Well, yeah, you gotta get the it's best in its Orcish translation.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also picked up The Lovely Moans, but that seemed like an entirely different book.
That's filthy.
Oh,
just throw that away into the forest.
If you've got a second, I might just take a look at that.
No, don't be foul.
Just pop that into my pack.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
May I have a squirt bottle in my bag, Chris? I didn't.
Yes, you may.
I didn't buy one.
Yes, you may.
Foul is one of my favorite words. Foul is such an evocative word.
Yes.
Oh, and Fleshy gets sprayed and does a little wiggle, the mushroom.
And grows.
And grows a tiny bit.
Is this mushroom like this, or is it a bad wiggle?
Oh no, it's a fun little wiggle. He does it when he's trying to.
You've got to keep mushrooms damp.
Oh, Fleshy, do you
If
want
you want
some
to
more?
grow a good crop of mushrooms, you got to keep them damp. So, I think you must like it.
I don't want him to get too much taller. He sits in my backpack, and at the moment, there's not mushroom left.
Now,
Brand.
I see
You
where
know
you're coming
that,
from. It
Fleshy
is
likes
hard
puns.
it's hard to see, your progeny move on without you, but you got to not make him so dependent on you. I mean, as soon as my kids were walking, I locked the doors.
Oh, he can leave whenever he wants. Well, he can leave whenever he wants. He just chooses not to. We're buddies. Oh, I feel like a bit of a wiggle myself.
Fleshy does a little dance.
I spray
and-
I spray bark directly in the face.
Joins in.
Oh, I did need that actually. Thank you.
The 4 of you, Fleshy included, dance in the goose's eye to the sound of cavorting and clapping. You might even join in the clapping. And,
Everybody clap. Come on, let's wiggle.
well, they do this as a goose stands upon a table and dances. This awakened goose struts and strides, and everyone seems to enjoy this. It's a great town. Bad things don't happen here. The demographic is roughly
Bumpkin.
happy, good people between their 20s and their 50s. It is the most
Do they all
generic
have rosy cheeks?
They have the rosiest cheeks.
Do the women stand with their hands on their hips?
And always a pleasant but like hard demeanor. And the men their hands are tough, but their hearts are light.
And the women are busty.
Yes, Ellen. A good addition. Thank
And
you.
can-
As the
and
femme
can-
person on this team, I
Yeah,
like you.
and can carry a whole load of washing on their hip.
So much washing. And the
Oh.
sun is
women
always
are
perfect
hot.
for washing. It's always perfect washing weather, except when it rains, which is when the farmers need it to rain.
Oh,
Truly,
looks like it's going to
full
rain.
wind is a blessed place right here on the taint between the twin tweaks, the twin windy cheeks, the
And
twin
whenever-
twin peaks.
Whenever the
Diane,
beers
I'm approaching twin cheeks.
There's such good pie here. There's such good pie.
whenever the ale gets brought out to the patrons, they always have to say, "Day for it."
Day for it. Everyone drinks, but no one has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
It's a very positive community.
Hey, it's me.
Oh,
And you three are here because you've heard that it is a place for adventuring. It is a positive place, a place to find some action in the best way possible, not in the sexy way, but in the fun, I'm going on an adventure, Frodo Baggins-y sort of way.
Everyone's so nice here.
They are.
I've never seen. These are my people. I've never been to the city, but not in a long time. It's much different when I
It's
came.
not-
I think I could get used to this.
Bullwind barely qualifies as a city, but it is nice, I have to say. I always enjoy my time here.
yeah, we were meant to take a holiday here, back when the kiddos were small.
I keep
but
telling you, Barb, showing me the adventuring ropes is your holiday.
I have to do
like
more
that he's
work.
slightly entitled.
I have to. I have to do more work. I have to keep your asses in line. I have to stop both Bark and his little plant friend from dying because give him a spray. And that's fun for me, is it? That's going to be super fun and relaxing.
I promised you it would be fun, didn't I? And the
Yes.
goose is dancing and we're wiggling. So,
The goose is dancing, we're wiggling. The beer is
What
full.
more
What
do-
more do you need?
what more do you need?
I'd like to ask
Come
the
on,
First
bartender
Barb.
to
if they
cast
have
shirt,
a.
by the way. The goose is
They-
dancing and we're wiggling.
Yeah, it's a
I'd
great
like to ask the
euphemism.
bartender if there's a creche for my friends.
Hey,
You know,
Uh,
there's just a place where they can dance. Maybe there's a ball pit or
Oh,
something. I don't...
no, we don't have that here. We have ale. We don't
Do you
have
ha-
creche. Creche is for the children. This is for the adults. And he gives you a
mean,
wink.
I- I
He
look-
gives you a wink.
I don't know what that means.
I
What are you
mean,
saying?
we're friendly. He gives you.
I'll
another
tell you
wink.
what we are looking for, though. We're looking for a whiff of adventure. Have you heard of any
Adventure.
local
Well, this
problems that need
tavern-
solving?
This tavern has lots of people in it, so if you want to go, chat to them, I'm not going to stand in your way. I don't have any.
You are actually standing in my way, though. That's how we got
Oh,
into this
sorry. You're
conversation.
just gonna, and he moves out your
We're-
way.
He's a
Wait,
winker.
sorry about that.
Dirk, what do you know about all of this winking, Bizzo? Because I don't know.
Yeah, he gives Dirk a wink as he leaves. As he
Is
moves
I
out
don't
the
like
way.
this at all.
Is that all we have to do? Oh, and he stands up on the table. Bark does. Does anyone have an adventure for us? We're looking for an adventure.
Great,
Adventure?
Sean. Roll for me a diplomacy roll. You're
Diplomacy.
gathering information.
Great. Diplomacy is the one charismatic skill that that Bark has in spades. Because he just
Mhm.
wants the best to happen. So
There you go.
that's a 6.
Okay. I didn't set the difficulty. I did mean
It's higher than 6, I think.
It's
I would
10,
say-
but you failed. But it's not a critical fail, so that's good. The people functionally ignore you.
Yeah.
They don't hate you. They don't dislike you. They just are like, okay, sure.
We don't know how to respond to that.
They don't know how to respond to that. Someone says, "Get down from the table. You're not a goose."
I'm
And
so sorry.
I
Sorry.
beg to differ.
I don't think there's any adventure here.
Now, we got to be a bit more intelligent about this. What is it you told me before we set off, Barb? You got to look for the person who's sitting in the corner with their cowl pulled down over their head. They're
Usually
always...
they have some sort of pipe.
That's
And
right.
they're
Well,
hot.
Now
So
let's
if
have a
you
look around.
follow
Is
the
it?
smoke?
So I have a
you know,
look
there's
around.
usually fire.
Okay, you have a look.
I have a look around for what Barb told me is the thing to look. My idea is that I pestered Barb into taking me adventuring.
Yes.
So she told me how to find an adventure. So I'm looking for someone who might have an adventure. That's specifically what I'm looking for.
I want you to roll law to see if you can, and the law you're looking for is adventure law.
Cool. Well, I have 5 in law farming, but I don't have law adventuring.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I've only got
unless you have any in society. You might be able to know how society works.
No, I have law farming. I am a farmer boy from the farm. That's what I know.
Maybe, Dirk, you got to use rule of adventuring number 2. You got to use what you know. So maybe you can get in good with some farmers, because usually if there's a monster around, they start gobbling up the livestock. You know, they know what's happening, the lay of the land. You got to get in amongst your people.
Like when we lost all. I'm going Australian. I'm following.
You're going Australian too.
You are.
Irish. Like that year we lost all those sheep to that mysterious creature.
Yes.
All right. Instead, I'm going to look for a particularly stressed-looking farmer or farmers.
All of them.
I'm happy for you to roll diplomacy, make an impression.
Okay, my diplomacy is +0, so that's good. A 4.
A 4, okay. You talk to this farmer, and you know this farmer is sad. But they don't seem to understand why you're talking to them.
I like the idea that you just get too distracted by talking and just about farming in general. Like you strike up a conversation just about farming and forget about the adventure part.
Yes, that does seem to be what happens. You talk to them about farming, and they tell you that it's a great time. It's a great place to be. That's a bad hit.
Can I also try to do a law roll? But the way that I want to interpret it is, so I've got law herbalism, and I think that what Bark is going to attempt to do is to strike up a conversation with someone where he just kind of like dumps upon them information about like healing and herbalism and the lovely use of nature, and maybe if I roll well enough, that might transition into adventure knowledge about somebody that hurt themselves really bad because of
Please give
X,
us a
Y,
story
Z.
hook, please.
So you just keep info dumping on this person. Great. Yeah. I'm gonna say make an impression.
I'm really not rolling well. It's a 9. I had a +5 in law herbalism. I just I just tell him everything I know. I don't let him get in a word edgewise. He just talks about the power of healing and of using nature and herbs. And like, you don't need to use. Look, everyone tries to use spells, right? And I like to use spells as well. I actually know how to heal through spells, but nothing beats a good salve. A good salve saves all. Right?
And the person continues to drink. They do that awful thing where they look past you in an attempt to get someone else's eye so they can make the conversation exit as possible.
Do they eye contact with me?
They do.
I'm just gonna, I think, come up behind.
Yes.
And just like use my intimidation to be like, look, we're an adventuring party. The kids are out at college. I'm ready. I just got my knee popped back in. I'm really looking to go on a fucking adventure, and you're gonna help me. And I just stare them down.
Okay. Yes, you were trying to coerce them. Very good. Cool. Roll intimidate.
Someone roll well, please.
With the difficulty, I'm gonna say that difficulty's at 15 there, Ellen.
Okay. I've got a pretty good intimidation. Let me just get a nice.
I'm just trying to give you coin flips. Here.
Maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe you have to let adventure come to you.
Oh,
What'd you roll?
24.
24. Fantastic. Not a critical success, but definitely a success.
Yay.
They are going to help you. They say, "Oh, well, I saw that Jonathan in the corner there." And he points out the man with the dark cloak. and the pipe sticking out.
Jonathan
is also
Bob.
known as
I'll see him. I'll see him.
Striker. Jonathan Striker. He has been looking for adventurers of your type for some time. I would talk to him. Please don't hurt me, lady. You are very strong and very powerful.
Thank you.
It's a little orc in it, can you tell?
Child, I'm trying to pick up. Now, are you single?
You have any orc in you? Would you like some?
Yeah, I am a full orc.
Are you married?
Yes, but I really hate my husband.
Well, come back here after you've spoken with Jonathan and see what happens. And
he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to land it.
I don't like the vagueness of that statement. I'm a busy woman.
You hear Anthony, that was his name, say, "Damn it!" As he wanders over to the bar.
A strong woman, you got to be direct.
I think he wants to be your friend.
I'm just taking a note for Alan, a strong woman be. Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Shoot your shot, Anthony.
All right. Well, we see him.
Yes.
Let's go.
So Bob goes up first, and we're just gonna be like
around the corner.
Attached to
Babysitter's club.
And Fleshy maybe sitting aside again.
Fleshy comes out of the top of his
Very
head.
good to give you height because you're a dwarf.
Exactly.
Excellent. Jonathan sits there with his pipe, his hood over his face. Adventurers.
Job for us?
Yes, I have a job for you if you are strong enough.
Are you
strong enough?
I think we are. I have a +2.
A +2.
If there's something on the...
We've been working on this informal rating for each other, just to pass the time while we've been traveling. So
I also use an informal rating system. If you were to describe yourself, you would consider it a level...
Like a 3, I'm a bit better than
a good enough. I wouldn't want it to be a level 5. That might be too trivial for you. Nor a level 1. That might be too difficult. Impossible, some might say.
Yeah,
the economy would turn against you.
I used to be a level 5, but I'm just trying to get back into the game, It's been a few years since the kids and everything.
You may have encountered a vampire who stripped you of your levels.
You know what, Bob?
That's your husband, if I understand the band on your hand.
Oh, that's what I call them, the old vampires draining the life from me.
Actually, that's the children. That's the joke I should have said.
Bob, no, you're more than a level 3. I think you're at least a level 10, to me.
What are you implying? Bob hates any subtext.
That you're fantastic at what you do. You're really strong and aggressive and a go-getter.
A what? A
go-getter.
A gorder.
Go-getter.
He's saying you get goats.
No, not.
I do get goats.
Yes.
This conversation about farming can be left to later.
Absolutely.
My character's voice changed, whatever.
Yes. No. You also look like a Vigo to me. I don't know why, but Vigo is the name I want to give you.
Yes, a Montoya. Anyway.
Mortensen.
I have a quest for you all. I have this chest, and you realize that he had his feet on what you thought was a table is actually a chest. I have this chest here, and in it, he opens the chest, and inside it is very dark. It's not very well lit, and there's nothing in there, except stashed away in the corner is a small little bag. He fishes out the small little bag, and he says, I have here 50 gold pieces.
Oh, is that
and
a lot?
He hands it to you. It's a bit.
It's a reasonable. It's a reasonable amount.
It's a
It
reasonable
seems
amount.
for efficiency, you could just carry that bag instead of the whole chest around.
He seems
perplexed by the idea.
Stunned at this
revelation.
Well, I just mean you could clear up the space, for extra things. You just want to probably pack light.
What are you gonna? It's a nice chest, though. Look, the wood's been stained and everything. Would you give up a chest like that?
Absolutely, you gotta travel light, Dirk. I keep telling you this.
Why
We
don't you
need
put more
5
things?
pans.
Put more things in the chest and bury the chest somewhere. It's like your own little personal secret bank, you know?
Make a map, tear it into several pieces, and hide them in esoteric and unexpected places. Anyway, what's this gold for? Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, we haven't even done anything.
I need you to take that gold.
Done.
A woman
Easiest quest. I'm listening.
far over the other side of the windy valley.
Oh, towards the crack.
Towards the little cleft at the end.
That's a worse word. Yes, that
The
one.
tail.
The wooded cleft.
The wooded
Oh,
cleft.
God.
The tangled cleft.
Right, yeah.
That's,
So
near,
you can
that's near the moist mountains as well, isn't
yeah.
it?
Can you actually just show us on a
That's
map?
the opposite
I'm much
way.
more of a
Oh.
visual person.
Yes.
So we don't have to keep talking about place descriptors.
You bring out the lovely bones.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's down through the arse towards the other way, out the other side of the arse. Not towards the front where the mons pubis is.
Ah, yes.
Would
the
love the
other
idea
end
that a
of town.
representative of Pfizer-
You trust us to
this
take
is a femme, humanoid, anatomical.
you
Do you reckon a representative of Paizo is watching this and being like, "What the fuck"?
I
What?
truly hope so. I think they'd like.
What are they doing to our game? You trust us to take 50 gold
Liberating it.
across the Windy Valley to your friend or acquaintance or however you know this person and just deliver it. That's it?
Why don't you? What? Oh, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just curious. How come it's something that you need others to do instead of you do? Are you okay?
I am fine, but this chest keeps me bound here.
Oh,
It's very heavy.
should we take the chest as well?
I do not believe you would
No.
be able to carry it. It is very heavy.
We're strong.
also-
Remember, we have a +2.
Yes, but
also,
do you
why
remember
would
that
we take
system
his
we were
chest?
talking about
That's-
to approximate how much we were carrying? We were calling it in bulk. Do you remember that?
Oh, I thought you were just saying my
Shreddy.
name with a weird
Shreddy.
accent.
No,
You were trying to say
bulk.
Mark and you said bulk.
No, no, we
Shredded
don't.
Bulk is also a great name.
It is. It's a great name. Maybe for somebody who transforms into something bigger. No, I'm happy to do this courier job for you, but if we're delivering all the money, and Barb, this is, correct me if I'm wrong, you're meant to give us a reward for doing it.
Yeah, and usually, so you don't get stiffed, I demand half up front and then half on completion.
Would we have the 50 gold as payment?
You can have half of it.
What's that?
25 gold.
Oh,
So then, why are you delivering this gold to someone, but we can have it? What's the
You can have
purpose
half
of
of
this?
it.
do they know?
I need
What?
gold delivered.
Barb, isn't
did
there
you not
usually
agree
like a
on a
monster
sum?
problem or something? This doesn't sound like you were telling me. Usually you have to, there's some goblins or something.
Oh, goblin. Yes, there are some monsters on the way, which are keeping me.
Thank God. Yes, all right. Yeah, sweet.
You
all
can
right.
have whatever they have as well.
Guys, I have a question. What's an adventure?
You're about to fucking find out.
That's all.
Fleshy goes.
Oh,
That's right. That's right, you little mushroom freak. We're going
All
on
right.
an adventure.
I guess we're in then, just because we haven't got anything better to do. So who's this woman? Where exactly do we find her?
oh, we should get that information.
Her
too.
name is Jessica,
Jessica.
Jessica.
and she is far south.
Does she live in a house, a farmstead, a barn? Is she in the forest?
She lives in a farmstead just before the forest. She has a little farm there.
Now, what does she
She
grow?
or,
Is she more of a cropper or a rancher?
She grows corn. And he looks
Okay.
away dramatically.
So,
Right.
is it like more of the newer type of corn that grows bigger with a higher yield but bit slower, or is she using a bit more of a traditional corn, the one that works better for turning into a nixmatized dough?
I actually want you to make an impression. I want you to roll diplomacy, make an impression. I'm going to see how much farm info
I just got carried away. I'm sorry.
No. You roll now. You roll d20 and see what happens.
No, you roll now.
It's a difficulty. It's a difficulty of 15 because it's a niche thing.
So this is diplomacy, not law, right?
It's
not
diplomacy.
law.
Yep.
Diplomacy.
Yep.
So plus 0.
Law will happen after.
Oh, that's a cocked dice. 3.
3. Okay. Is that total 3?
Yes.
Okay, that is a critical fail. That's a critical fail.
Or I rolled above a 9.
I don't believe so.
so
No,
I don't believe so.
Right.
He now dislikes you and doesn't want to help you. So he roll for me a difficulty 20 agricultural or farming law for me.
Okay.
Come on,
so
Phil,
law
agricultural
plus 5
knowledge
here.
to come in
Plus 5.
You got to get 15s or over.
I got
on.
16. Got 16.
Okay. So you fail, but only just. He begins to talk about the types of corns and the biodiversity in his farming. He talks about the Three Sisters and how that's a really successful part of his farming agriculture out there. But he also begins to talk about bionutrients and like certain things that you've never heard of, like the types of nutrients in the soil, something about nitrates, and all of this is quite confusing, quite scary, and very distressing to you.
Oh, yeah, you
as
gotta
far as you know,
piss on the soil.
oil good, farm good, oil, soil good.
Put-
But he's
well,
talking about
also
introducing
put-
different nitrates, and he seems
put shit
deliberately
on
trying to
soils.
overwhelm you.
Put shit on soil. What's a not? Does shit have nitrates? That's I no. What are you talking about? What strains? Crossbreeding?
Dirk, it's an adventure.
Disease resistant.
We're not doing any farming. You
Uh,
understand that, Dirk?
He
Oh.
says, "This woman, I know her, Jessica. Now go. She needs that money urgently."
Just not to like piss in your parade, Striker. But yeah, Jessica, she farms corn. We got a last name or anything, so we're not just banging
Jessica
down every.
Farmer.
Great. Excellent. Because that really does come in handy. So
Sorry,
we're not
Phil's
just knocking
face.
on every
You can't
farmstead
miss it.
looking for a
Her
Jessica.
farmstead has a giant ear of corn sticking out the top.
I thought
It's
you were gonna
like-
say you can't make this stuff up.
Her giant ear of corn is the silo. You can't miss it. It's like 60 foot tall.
What?
It's huge.
Is it a real corn?
Oh, the big
No.
corn. The big
It's the
corn.
big
I've
corn.
heard of it.
It's the big corn. It's like made out of styrofoam. So-
Yeah. It's made out of
Styrofoam.
it's made
I
out of
mean,
stone. It's made out
yeah,
of stone.
yeah.
Do you reckon you could
Each piece
actually?
of corn is actually a piece of stone.
Do you reckon you
painted
could
yellow.
actually make a corn 60 feet high?
I've
Yeah.
tried,
Really?
but I got distracted with this chest. It's kept me here for years.
I'm really happy to take the chest if it's
No,
causing
no.
you
No.
stress.
No.
This is
Because
my
you-
problem. Nobody wants to take the chest off me. They all want what's inside.
No, I want
And I
to take
can't
the
get
chest.
back
It's a
the
really
chest.
nice chest.
Oh,
Okay.
no, because
I'll
see
pay
how
you
the
25 gold
I'm just
for
gonna,
the chest.
You
just gonna
certainly
start
won't.
dragging. I'm gonna start dragging Shreddy out the door.
Yeah.
Leshy is up and tries to like stop you. Put the money in, going, and you can
what's
see
wrong,
the
Leshy?
yellow spores, which is when Fleshy is really greedy for money. Leshy, as your character, has like is a klepto. This mushroom steals money.
Oh, fleshy.
Look,
really-
I'm going to keep a hold of the gold because, quite frankly, none of you can be trusted.
Oh, you know what?
Fleshy,
That's a
if
fair- that's
hands
a fair
would
point.
is doing this, like wants the money, gestures
we-
to have the money.
Could we give Fleshy just one of the pieces just to hold on to?
No, because
please.
you're setting a bad precedent, all right? No, I'm not allowing any of it.
I'm gonna slip Leshy a silver piece while they're talking.
Can I
Right.
see if you do that? I'm absolutely team mum here.
do it.
Stealth thievery. Contested
Yeah,
rolls.
let's do it. Let's do,
Sean
thievery.
has to get his coffee. One moment,
thievery
I
for
can't
me?
see what happens.
Let's do
Part-
Would
thievery.
it just be my perception?
Yes. Yeah.
14.
What's your perception on?
I got a
Spiders have
plus
good perception.
8.
Yeah, it's just it's against the
22.
perception DC. So what is your perception there, Alan?
Oh, my perception DC.
Yeah.
I know I have a plus 8 perception.
Then it would be 18.
Class.
It should be 18 then. It should be
Yeah.
base 10 plus 18. So what did you roll there, Phil?
14.
Okay, you try and palm an object, and it doesn't work. It fails. Mum sees you doing it.
Stop that!
It's only a silver piece. Just make him happy. Look, he's doing those blue spores again. Look at him.
I don't bloody care. He can do blue spores until the cows come home.
He's part of this party. He deserves a cut.
If we
do you give him a coin? Do you still give it to him? Like, are you physically going to stop him, or is the palm?
I'm physically going to stop him.
You store it.
Because we've. What are we teaching him otherwise? Oh, he cries and we give him a coin. No, come on. You've got. I've got some. What have I got in my backpack? Have I got some colouring in?
Phil, you could have some colouring in.
Yeah, I give him a colouring in sheet.
Phil can. You won't. You won't, but Phil can.
So,
because of Phil, tell us about it.
Yeah,
do you need something? Do you need something to keep him occupied? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that he should do something that helps him regulate his emotions.
Hang on.
Crying.
No, I've got just the thing. Hang on. And I'll take off my backpack. So I have the feat prescient planner. So if I take off my backpack and spend a minute looking inside, I can intuitively have the object that we need. As long as it's like a piece of normal gear and it's like less than half my level, which I think an activity sheet and crayons is probably level 0 item. I would say
it's level 1, but just.
Yeah,
so
just right.
Well, you'd be surprised, but yeah, it's level 1 item.
So after a minute, I'm like, no, hang on. I know it's in here. I've got it in one of my journals. Yes, here it is. Look.
Great.
Activity sheet.
What's the activity sheet of there, Phil?
So there's a maze.
Okay. And it's through a cornfield.
Spot the difference?
Yes. Spot the difference
between a happy piece of corn and a sad piece of corn.
Yes. And obviously there's a colouring in. There's a join the dots. I don't know if Fleshy the Leshy can count, so that one might not be doable for him.
I'll roll.
I could see he could count to what number?
I rolled a natural 20. Fleshy can absolutely count.
He can count and he recognizes numbers in common, apparently.
Yeah.
Surprising.
He's highly intelligent.
It is very possible that Fleshy is more intelligent than Shredded Bark is. In fact, it's most definitely the case.
And I don't know, maybe he can use his coloured spores to help with the colouring in.
Yes.
But I'll give that to him.
Do you ever in the 90s, do you remember those blow pens that used to be able to use to I feel like that's what Leshy can do. He can blow out colours and it goes onto, it sprays onto the page.
You'd get like a straw and you'd blow.
He's a little airbrush.
And dye.
Yeah.
The adventure begins with the 3 of you
an hour
wandering down the street with Fleshy with a colouring in book on Sean's shoulder.
Before we do that,
pooping out brown and stamping it down because the colouring in book is of a farm.
Chris,
the vast majority of it is brown. Yes, sure.
because the adventurer Vigo or Strider,
Striker.
Striker, sorry, legally distinct. Because he said that it is south. Shredded Bark is going to use the cantrip Know the Way. So he stops there, and
what's he doing?
He goes to the ground, pulls up a piece of the gravel from the ground, sniffs it, puts it over his face, and then throws it up in the air. And then he goes, "North is that way, which means south is that way. That's the direction we go."
As he does this, a shadow passes over the sun. The clouds cross. Wind sweeps through, and the smiling, rosy faces of everyone around. The rosy colour drains ever so slightly. Their perpetually smiling faces flatline just for a second, and then it's over.
Did you do that? Is that part of your druid ritual? Make the dark shadow pass over the sun and the souls of all the people around us.
No, I'm just saying we go that way. We go south.
Okay then.
Fleshy goes,
"Do you bring in Fleshy?" And then maybe, and I nudge Dirk, if he does all the colouring in, maybe he can get a coin as a reward. But we're not giving it to him just because he cries. You understand?
Don't worry, Fleshy. If I find a coin, I'll give you a coin.
Oh my god.
Completely undermined. I love it.
Fucking not gonna learn anything.
You continue down. You continue down the path. You begin making your way down south, further
Moving
into the
fast.
crack. Moving fast. Moving quick.
Making my way.
Making your way
Downtown.
downtown. You didn't
Walking
have
fast.
to roll survival because you know your way. Da 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 da.
Oh.
Da, 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 da,
That would have been a
There's
great-
literally
da, da, da.
Bullwind has
Survival
the
is my
south
second
gate.
best.
I have survival.
+9 for me.
I'm sure
Great.
we'll get some sort of wilderness or.
Oh right,
know.
we go out through the south gate. Of course. That makes sense.
No, I already did the magic.
Yeah.
It's that way.
Yes, you managed to find your way down, and because of bark, you know clearly the direction you go. The sun is out. It's a lovely day. The birds chirp. The path is easy to walk. The green is grass. The green is grass. The grass is green.
I like to think before we stride out, the moment we step out of town, we take a second.
Fucking Christ! I try and strike you guys out.
No,
You're like, no,
no.
let us stop.
No,
Yeah, go.
I need a moment. I need a visual moment.
Yeah,
Stand
okay,
there.
okay.
I put my
There's
thumbs
a
on.
divide where the actual the crops change from corn into potatoes, and there's a very clear delineation
That's right.
between
That's
the town's
right.
edge
It's very
and outside in
thematic.
the
It's
wilderness.
very
Yes.
thematic. We stop for a second. I put my thumbs under the straps. I take a deep breath. The sun shines down on me. And then we walk forward. The three of us in unison. And
You
it'll
hear
swell.
on the wind the word back and ten. Yes.
Chris, before we... No, I'm joking.
Did you say back in 10?
Back in 10. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
I said Baggins end.
Back
Oh,
in 10.
sorry.
Back in
I
10.
didn't
I
say,
thought you were
back
segging
in
to a
10,
break.
but that is fun.
That's what
That
I
is fun.
thought.
That's fun.
Yeah.
No, back in 10. You're out to get cigarettes.
Yeah.
And you'll be back, you promise.
Thank you for indulging me.
No, I love it. You
This
make your
whole
way
one
down.
shot is indulgence. It's great.
Yeah, it's absolutely. The path is wide. It's easy to tread. The grass is green. There are fruit trees along the path that occasionally drop fruit. It falls neatly into your hand. It's delightful. There are bees, and they sing a little song.
Bark eats the fruit.
What do they do, Phil? What song do they sing?
Don't worry, be happy.
Thank you, Sean. That'll do. Bzz, bzz, bzz,
Got you.
bzz, bzz, bzz.
Something in B minor.
Sorry, Phil.
Something B minor as well.
No,
Damn, that's good.
you were on
Alicia,
point with it.
That's Alicia Keys, one of them. Alicia Bees. That's good. Well done, Chris. Happy with that. Self-congratulating bullshit.
Keep going.
The path eventually, the trees grow thick as they transition from happy fruit trees to dark, heavy wooded trees. You know that deep in the recesses of the windy valley, there is the deep black hole or the deep brown hole. But particularly here, the woods are thick, and it is the most direct.
They're
path
tangled.
towards where you go. They are tangled. There are
It's bushy.
boulders.
It's unkempt.
It is
Chris.
deeply unkempt. We're not going to talk about our
Natural.
sponsor,
How
Manscaped, at this
natural.
point because we got cancelled by them.
We're not sponsored by them.
No,
Not
no,
I
sponsored
still
anymore.
use that product.
Yeah.
It was like a month.
Chris,
Yeah.
can I briefly play the game of Pathfinder? And I wanted and not
Yeah, okay, you can play.
and I want to
Pathfinder.
do a cantrip known as root reading. And I want to read
Root
this out
reading.
to you.
Go for it.
So you gain general insights into the immediate vicinity by sending your sense through the root systems of trees and bushes. If there are any unnoticed medium or larger creatures in the area, you learn of their presence and they're undetected to you. You can immediately sense to seek an undetected creature and you gain a +1 to the attempt, blah, blah, blah. You also learn if any such creatures pass through this area in the last hour, although you get only the vaguest sense of direction from the spell. And then I can try and track them if I want to. So basically, I'd be looking to see if there are any like untoward creatures in the vicinity, or have they been in the last hour? Since we were kind of told about like creatures around, and so now that we're in the deep dark forest, Shredder Bark is getting the intuition that maybe he should try and use his senses to foresee any danger.
Very
Look at
fair.
that. I can play Pathfinder.
Can you read that again, please?
Yeah, absolutely. My apologies.
No, you're right.
So you gain general insights into the immediate vicinity by sending your sense through the root systems of trees and bushes. If there are any unnoticed medium or larger creatures in the area, you learn of their presence and they're undetected to you. You can immediately attempt to seek an undetected creature, and you gain a +1 status bonus to this attempt, and any of your other attempts to seek hidden or undetected creatures until the end of your next turn. You also learn if such creatures passed through this area in the last hour, although you only get the vaguest sense of direction from the spell. If you begin to track a creature detected in this way, you gain a +1 status bonus to the initial check.
Okay, cool. Go for it. You just do that?
Yep, so it's a cantrip, so I can just do it. I just gain that insight in a 30-foot emanation.
You know that there...
What's he doing?
Along this path is... you get the sense that creatures have passed through here, and these are goblinoid type creatures. They are monsters of a sort. They're not natural to the area.
And so this is more so that I don't sense them in the immediate vicinity, but there have been some.
There have been. They've passed through this area, and they are further down the path. Is where the track tends to lead you.
Shredded Bark, he just as we're walking, he just stops and kind of flops himself onto the ground face down and just spreads his arms and legs out and grips onto the dirt and grips onto a little vine, and his head is right into the dirt.
Does he think Galarian's gonna throw him off?
And he just kind of hums a little bit and he starts wiggling as Fleshy the Leshy also kind of stretches himself out. They're both wiggling on the ground. And he brings his face up, and there's all dirt on his face, and he goes, "The man before was right. Gobos have been around, and they're down possibly that way. They've been going down here before us."
Barb, you know I've been looking forward to beheading a gobbo.
I sure do. Let's go. Maybe Bark, you can I give him a flannel for his face. It's all covered in dirt.
If it offends you, I'm so sorry.
Oh, actually, no, keep it, because I didn't pack any sunscreen. So,
what's that?
Start smearing it back.
Thank you so much.
Let's go get some souvenirs, and you can behead your first goblin. Oh, I remember my first.
He's got sword in two hands. Yes.
Right. Are we going to hurt them?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
That was quick.
We're fighters. That's what we do.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Gobbos are objectively evil.
Oh, right.
I spoke to a priest of Aristil about it before I left. I had some qualms myself that I thought I'd raise with him, and he gave me the okay. He said it's morally fine to commit violence against goblins, and I didn't question that. So
let's flash back to that moment. It's morally okay to do violence towards goblins.
Oh, thank God, because I was feeling
flashback.
Plus a goblin.
Thank Aristil.
One of my kids over, so they're all dead to me now.
It's good a reason as any.
You can track these goblins or these creatures.
Oh, great!
Because you got that +1. So
yes, that's right. If you begin to track a creature detected in this way, you gain a +1 status bonus to the initial check.
Yep.
I would like to aid. I would like to aid. I would like to use the aid action.
Yep.
So can I also use nature or survival?
It is a survival.
Right.
It's a survival.
Track is a survival roll. Yep. Yes.
I also have the human feat cooperative nature that gives me a +4 circumstance bonus to checks to aid. I am extremely helpful.
He is extremely helpful. Everyone hear that?
Nice. So 14 plus the 7 for survival is 21 plus 4 is 5.
So that just helps me. What does that give me? A +2?
Aid.
I actually haven't looked up what AD does, actually.
Aid. When you use your aid action,
+1 morale.
you grant your ally a +1 for success, +2 for a critical success.
So you got a success.
I'd say you critical succeeded there.
Oh yeah, you did 10 over the cool.
Yeah.
If you're a master with the check, you bonus is +3, but I'm not. I'm just trained, so you get a +2. +2.
Great.
+2.
So that's going to be a +11 to my roll in total.
Great. Difficulty is, let's put it at 10.
Cool.
They weren't trying to hide their tracks.
Yeah.
I think I can smell them.
So that is going to be a 18 to my track roll, which I can do because I'm trained in it.
Yeah. Nice.
Success, you find the trail or continue to follow the one you're already following.
You do. You are moving at half speed, but you're trailing them slowly, and you will know where they are. It takes you another hour. You track slowly, picking your way through this this forest, this
underbrush,
this kind of dense forest. The path is still there, but it's prickly on either side now. There are thorns and things.
Careful, there are thorns. They're prickly.
I'm wearing plate armor. I think a few thorns should be fine.
Oh, you'd be surprised where you can find thorns. They get everywhere.
Everywhere.
After you've trodden on a few Lego pieces, you can withstand anything.
Yes, and of course Lego is Ellen. What is Lego in this world?
Well, I don't know what the Scandinavian equivalent would be in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
But there has to be. Toys we have been making toys.
They're wooden versions of Lego?
Yeah,
Yes,
truly.
there you
It's
go.
just like
They're just basic
hand-carved.
building blocks that fit together, right?
Or maybe because I'm an orc, maybe mine are made out of bones.
I think I think it's Logo, and it's
It's
made out of
Logo.
wood.
It's just big logs of
Yeah, it's
wood
big logs.
that I give my
there's-
children to
there's
play with.
splinters. The
Oh,
splinters are the big things from Logo.
Gosh, the splinters that you find in the Rian household.
Just one day they were like, we're bored, and you're like, here you go, Logo.
Yeah. The first, and it's got so much versatility because first they have to get the tree out of the ground, right? So that encourages team building amongst the kids, and then they have to either chop it up or chew it. They can chew on it. It's great for sensory stuff.
Your kids are very strong.
They sure are.
Should I be
They're
writing this
strong
in my
as they
journal?
are stupid.
Do you give them coins as well?
No.
Oh,
Would you like to write in your journal there, Phil?
I'm asking Barb if this is important information for adventuring.
No, not unless you're rearing children, which
Okay.
is its own adventure.
could we use the money to buy some logos? They sound really fun.
What? No, we're not children. Come on, we're doing an adventure. Get your head in the game.
Fleshy seems upset at the accusation that we're not children.
Maybe Fleshy can have some logos if we finish this job.
And the coin, Fleshy, don't worry.
I think I smell goblin. Don't you?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay.
You eventually do make your way in, and you see what is not goblins. It's terrible. You hoped that it was goblins. That was actually worse. These are not goblins.
My husband.
It is your husband. That's exactly what I'm going for. Well done, Ellen. Congratulations. The twist is you find in a clearing around a small fire, as it is roughly like 5 p.m. now. The sun is starting to get low, and it is time to start making camp. And 3 hobgoblins have created camp.
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins are quite
a lot bigger.
They're huge, and they're quite formidable. They are nothing to kind of sniff at.
Careful. If the hobgoblins are here, the green goblin can't be far off.
They have 2 of them have long swords and a short bow. They're in hide armor, and they have some shields. And one of them has a crossbow. He's in scale mail and has a short sword.
He hops down, and he's like, "How many of them are there?"
There are 3.
Oh, so you want to kill them?
They are about 120 feet away.
That's quite far. Barb, do you think we can take him, or is discretion the better part of valor here?
Discretionary my whole life. In fact, I don't know what the word means or how to spell it.
Okay.
How many are there again?
There's 3.
3?
Look.
Yes.
Easy.
But
Easy.
look at all the weapons they've got. They look like they're looking for a fight.
Yeah. Well, then also are we. So that's
So
kind of going to help out with the ethics there a little, isn't it?
Well, what about if we just tell them where we're going and what we're doing? They'll just let us pass, surely.
No.
Hang on, Dirk. This might be a learning injury for Barb.
Learning injury.
Why don't you try diplomacy?
Oh, all right. You guys.
What about the? No, but what about the element of surprise, Barb? You told me about the element of surprise.
It's all right.
This is perfect.
I know, but we have to let Bark.
He's
learn
gonna die,
that
though. No, he's gonna die.
Bark has already stepped up and starts walking out.
No, he's gonna die.
You get about 100 feet.
We're gonna protect him.
Are you going to get closer than that, or do you start calling out at that point?
Oh, he goes, "Hello there, fellow travelers."
I'm gonna clamp my hand over his mouth.
Okay, roll dex. Roll both you roll dex to see who if you can avoid it or not.
3. He's so short. He's so short.
Okay, he's too short. You swing over the top of his head and you miss him as you try and grasp his face. And Fleshy, in fact, goes, signaling your arrival anyway.
Hello there, fellow travelers. My name is Shredded Bark. Who are you?
Great. Sean, you are trying very desperately to create make an impression.
Yeah, make a rapport.
So this is you are doing diplomacy roll at -2 because you have more than one person.
Great.
So
100 feet is like quite a lot of ground. I have 20 foot of movement speed, so this is. I'm gonna get a few crossbow bolts in me before I.
So what's the DC?
It's versus their will.
Well, do they? Yeah.
Which is some of them is. Oh, hold on, let me pull it up here.
But all this will allow you to do is make an impression. Like the impression might not actually.
Jerome, it's Shredded Bark, not Shredded Pork.
15 and 18.
So, what did you get?
I have to roll for them, don't I? That's pretty low. That's and that's fine. Okay, so one of them got like a 6, 7. One of them got like a 28, and the other one got a 16. What did you get?
Okay, so here's the fun thing.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we're not playing We're playing Pathfinder, not D&D, because I did roll in that one.
Okay.
So with my +2 taking into account the minus, I rolled a 3.
Great.
Which means that I lost through all of them, but I do crit fail on some of them.
Yes.
So making an impression, crit fail is the target's attitude towards you decreases by 1 step.
Yes, they are actively hostile against you, which they were going to be anyway. So they're actually just really, really mad at you.
Yeah.
You hear food. He looks eatable. And one of them goes edible, and then goes that's and they attack.
Food that I can share. Oh
no! We
2 arms.
I'd like to say to Dirk. Now,
My
this
surprise.
is a lesson that Bark will remember for the rest of his life.
Okay. So,
however long that might be.
So to be clear, I'm just going to do some math here by the by. It is about a straight path. We're about let's say we are 30 foot wide.
Yep.
It's pretty basic battleground here. Just like
between Barb and Dirk. And Dirk, it's 60. It's 120 feet.
I came up with him. I didn't. I'm standing next to him.
But then, between us and Barb,
Bark, and
right,
it is 100 feet.
Also, just to avoid like the similarities between Bark and Barb, can we just call me Shred?
Shred.
I've been calling you Shreddy this whole time.
Yeah, but just so for my deaf boyness, I can.
It's like Teddy.
Shred.
But
okay,
Shred.
Cool. So you two
Shredder.
are 100 feet away.
Yeah, this is quite far.
And Barb is 120 feet.
Important to know that I don't have my shield up or my sickle out because
Okay.
it's fully in waving mode. Just hi.
Great.
I have my sword in hand.
You do have your sword, and
yeah,
Ellen, what do you have?
and my
equipped?
shield.
A battle axe.
Great. All of you have melee weapons. Fantastic.
Yes.
Cool. Can everyone please roll initiative as we enter into combat? No one is surprised. This is happening pretty quick.
Now, can you remind me how in Pathfinder initiative works?
It's your dex mod.
Oh, it's just your dex.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just straight.
Cool.
Yeah,
minus
they are like,
any
don't
armor or
bother,
anything.
don't worry about any of that stuff. Just add dex.
All right, that's a 9 for shred.
A 9 for shred.
I still haven't rolled above a 9.
It's a 21 for Barb, but I must say this die has rolled 19 twice out of 3 rolls today.
That's good.
So
21 for Barb.
little...
For shred 9, and for Dirk
14.
14. Very good. Awesome.
Very pretty too.
Very fun. Ellen, Barb gets to go first. You are 120 feet away. You have 3
I'm so
actions
far
and
away.
your reaction. What would you like to do?
Gosh, because what is? I've only got speed of 25 foot.
So you can stride 3 times. That would give you 3 25 foot.
But that would use all my action, right?
Correct.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I might as well do that, right? Because any actions, like any attacking, I have to be in melee range.
Sure.
And maybe as well, Barb's kind of thought is, I can take hits. I instigated this because I needed shredded bark to learn how dumb
talking to
trying reason
hobgoblins
with-
is.
Yeah. So she's just gonna like, she's not really like that heated up yet. It's more like she's lingering around to stop any real harm coming to Shredded. So
I like
I'm
the
just gonna
idea.
move all the way in.
I like the idea. You just like sigh and then charge 120 foot.
Yeah.
Oh no, it
it's
would
just like-
be 60. You wouldn't make it all the way, right? What is it? 60.
What is everyone's speed?
I'm only 20 because of the plate I'm
Same.
wearing. So
25.
you're 25, so it's 25, 50, 75.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite far.
So,
Not all the way.
Yep. So
No,
you are
it's not-
75 feet away from your
I'll get there.
targets.
Yep.
You're 75 feet away from your targets, and that's your turn.
Great.
Barb bull rushes down, trying to get in front of everyone. Great work. It's the archer's turn first. Fortunately, they aren't the one that got really angry at you, Sean. So they're going to shoot at Barb. They level their crossbow, and they make an attack against you. That is a 14 plus 19 is 33 to hit.
They've plus 14s?
Ooh.
Crossbows are 1 action reload, thank God.
They are.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay, so that's how much over your AC?
My AC is 20.
Great. So that is 33 is 10 over. Great, so that's critical. So I deal with crossbow perfection, precision, an extra 1d8 plus the 1d8 plus 2 damage. So that's 2d8.
What is this?
Plus, so 6 plus 2 is, what's that? 6 plus 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16 damage.
Ow.
Great, but it's not the worst.
How much health are you on there, Ellen?
33.
Okay, cool. He reloads with his action, and then with his final action, is going to shoot you again.
So now
that's a crit fail,
Oh,
which just means it misses.
Yeah.
So
Also, as a note, and Bob told us here as well, you actually roll a perception check for initiative. Because it's how aware you are. It doesn't matter. It's good to know. But I like that. That's a nice little difference, actually.
That is. Largely, it should be. Yeah. Whoops.
Perception's still pretty high.
Where is
so I would have
where
gone
is my
first anyway.
right, because for example, my Perception is 11, but it's just a +0 to initiative for me. So I would actually have rolled less.
Okay. Well,
because above your skills, it should say your class DC and your perception plus the initiative modifier.
yes. Yeah.
So you actually roll what? You actually get your
roll
perception
check, but it's got a little initiative based on what your perception is. You'll have a modifier there just underneath it.
Yeah.
So
if we're looking at Path Builder, for example.
Yes.
So
I don't think we should change it for now, but just good for us to know.
So instead of a +0, I would have had a +9. I just don't have any.
No. So are you looking at Path Builder?
Yeah.
So do you see at the top there where it says perception, and then just underneath it should say initiative?
Yes. So what's the
initiative say +9?
No, my perception says +9. What's the
you
point?
Take that initiative modifier underneath,
which is +0.
Yep. So you would just have a base D20 roll for your initiative.
So what difference does it make calling it a perception check if it doesn't use your perception score? I don't understand.
So it's just you've got your perception check and you've just got your modifier. It's just you use your perception to get your initiative modifier. That's what they're doing.
But my perception modifier is 9 and my initiative modifier is 0, so they're not in any way related. So I don't understand.
No, obviously they've just calculated your initiative through that. It's a Pathfindery thing.
Okay.
Unless Bob tells me otherwise.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to check out how that maths.
Yeah.
That's all right. No stress. Yeah. We're going to continue on as we are. That's fine because my monsters will use the same thing anyway.
Okay.
It is after that. It is Dirk. Your turn.
Excellent.
You are 100 feet away from your opponents.
So if I stride twice, that's 40 feet. So that puts me 60. So I'd be the next closest target.
That's right.
So I could stride twice and raise my shield, or I can lightning swap and start firing crossbow bolts.
Up to you, dude.
So I'm gonna mix and match. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stride once, so I move up 20 foot. Use the lightning swap feat. So I see Barb like charge past me. She's like in the lead, so I'm like, okay, well maybe I can support her. I start moving forward.
Well. She's still walking.
Walk forward. Strap my bastard sword away. Throw my shield on my back. Whip out my crossbow. That's all one interact action because of lightning hands. And then my final action is to shoot.
Yep.
So crossbow, I have +8 to hit. 16.
Which one are you shooting? The guy with the crossbow?
I'll fire back at the crossbow guy. Yeah.
Okay. So what was yours to hit?
16 to hit.
Great. You miss.
Damn it. But I moved 20 feet, so I'm now 80 feet away. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Up next is the soldiers, both of them. They're going to move in. One is going to move forward. And they can move. Where's their move? 25 feet. That's not enough to get in range with you because you're 40 feet away from the line, you feel.
Me? Yeah. I'm 80 feet. I started at 100 and I just moved 20.
Oh, sure.
Because I moved, swapped, and shot.
Yeah, that's cool. Both of them are going to swap in their... both of them are going to swap out their... Sorry, you're 80? That's cool.
I'm 80 now, yeah.
Yeah. Both of them are going to swap out their short bows.
Yeah.
Which will be an action. Both of them are going to take shots at you. And since they're out of... Can they do... They can't. That's fine. Both of them are going to make attacks at you. And this will be at -5s, I'm pretty sure, because they are incrementally different. Yeah. Pretty sure that's right. Let me just triple check that rule. No, that doesn't help me. That's
fastest
fine.
Typing.
For the sake of this, let's say that's at a -5.
Muppets.
Oh no, it is. It is -5. That's cool. That's cool. Is it the same as multi-attack? Let's presume it is the same as multi-attack. So one takes a shot at you, Phil. That is 14 to your AC. That's probably going to miss.
That's 21 to beat.
And that second one definitely misses. The other guy shoots at you. That is 23 to hit.
That hits me, yeah.
And deals 2 damage.
Don't have my shield up, so
Yeah.
two damage.
2 damage, and the other one... Oh, actually, how much AC you at?
21.
Okay, cool. Doesn't... Oh, it was a natural 20. They're monsters. I'm going to say my nat's critical on you. I'll just say it's only over... no, I will say. Take 4 damage. Take 4 damage in total.
4 in total? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 4 in
One
total.
of them, so 2 bolts hit me for minimal damage. Glance off.
And one hits you, and 3 bounce off you. One completely sails the wrong way. They are shooting arrows at you. They are missing though, which is funny stuff. Up next is Sean.
Wow. So did all 3 of them go, or have just 2 of them?
Yep, all 3 have gone. Yep, they took.
None of them tried to attack me. Amazing.
Nope, you're the furthest away from them.
Great. First of all, realizing that they seem a little bit spicy. He's gonna use an action to raise his shield up. So he draws his shield out, and he's gonna use his next 2 actions to try and just race forward as much as he can. So that's gonna be how far away am I from them at the moment? Sorry.
You are currently 100 feet.
Cool. So I'm gonna cover 40 feet distance. So I'm now gonna be 60 feet away from them. So I've taken 1 action to raise the shield, and the remaining 2 actions I'm just gonna be hustling forward with his little dwarven feet, just trying to gotta stay near the others.
So you are 60 feet away from them. Yep.
Correct. Yes. With his hide shield raised high.
Very good.
Sickle still not out.
Sickle still not out. Good to know. Barb, top of the initiative. You are 45 feet away. From
45 feet away?
45 feet away from 3 guys. 1 has a crossbow, 2 have short bows.
Yeah.
And they are all standing next to each other. They're all in a sweet line.
Well, 2 actions will get me into melee.
Yes.
2 strides will get me there. Cool. And I'm not actually sure how many. It's 3 actions. That's it. But I'm going to use sweep with my battle axe.
Okay.
Since they're all in a line, I'm going to try and...
Yep, great.
Cool, which just means this weapon makes wide sweeping or spinning attacks, making it easier to attack multiple enemies. When you attack with this weapon, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack roll. If you already attempted to attack a different target this turn, you're using this weapon. So I'm guessing that means I can't actually try and sweep more, because even if I was sweeping, that would be 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
And I only have the 1 action.
Yeah.
Bummer. So all right. I'll just attack.
Making 1 attack, great. Against the guy with the crossbow or against the one with the short bow? And are you standing in front of all 3, or are you standing in front of 2?
They're all in a line, right?
Yeah, so they're all next to each other. So imagine 3 squares. So either you're in the center square in front of the center guy with the crossbow, or you're standing 1 here or 1 here.
It's not smart, but I want to take out the crossbow guy.
Okay, I'd say that's the smartest move, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm triangulated.
Yes, you are but yeah, they do have long bows, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let me just, because I've got yeah, cool. I'm gonna do I think intimidating strike.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Let's hope that I get it. But I've got a pretty good hit modifier. So gonna roll for that. Where are you? That is a 11 plus 11. That's a 22 to hit.
Ooh, just miss.
Really?
What?
Yep.
Oh
Seriously?
my god.
Yep. Just miss.
I love this.
I can't believe that. Are you serious?
What did you roll?
I rolled an 11, and I've got an 11 to hit.
Yeah.
22.
11. You got to roll. Usually, you want to be rolling over 14s in D20 systems to be hitting enemies.
Wait, what are they wearing? How can they have AC 23?
The archer has scale mail.
Oh, he's got scale mail.
Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't miss per se. It just doesn't.
It like all things. You do not hit. Do damage, but it bounces off the armor.
Yeah. Right.
It goes, get out of hole, our forest now, and is going to step backwards, which doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity unless you've got something that says it does. Shouldn't.
Sorry.
I've got my good boy feet.
Reactive
I
strike.
have reactive strike.
Yes.
A creature within your reach uses a manipulative action or a move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves a square during a move action it's using.
Okay,
That
it's
one.
stepping, so step doesn't provoke reactive strike.
That's specifically what it's for, right?
Yeah, you carefully move 5 feet. Unlike most movements, stepping doesn't trigger reactions such as reactive strike.
Yeah.
Right.
Since it's doing a step, it's going to use running reload. The archer strides, steps, or sneaks, then interacts to reload, so it does that as an action. So then it is going to shoot with its next action. So it's action 2. It's going to shoot you, Ellen. 10 plus 14 is 24. That'll hit, I'm presuming. And it does 3 damage to you as I rolled a 1. And then it is going to reload and shoot again. So the second one
running
is
reload. Running reload.
Reload. Running reload.
Reload, shoot.
And reload. Pardon.
Reload.
Yep. So that's the turn. For it. Next up is Dirk.
Okay, they haven't come forward at all, have they? So I'm still 80.
They are 80 feet away, and the archer is now 85 feet away.
Reload.
Mm-hmm.
Crank.
Yep.
Step. That's 60 feet now. Shoot.
Yep.
I think I'm within range, right? There's no negatives.
It's in range, and you have you're shooting at one of the stopages. It's 60 feet, yeah?
Well, they're easy to hit, right? They're not wearing.
That's right. They're wearing easier to hit armor.
Yeah, well, I'll shoot one of them then.
Cool.
God damn. I'll shoot Billy.
Billy. The one on the left is Billy.
Billy.
That's 12 to hit.
12 to hit does not hit.
Rolled a 4.
Oof. Not great. 12 to hit does not break through, no.
Yeah. So I've stepped again, so I'm now what, 60? Yeah. Okay, I'm getting there.
You are getting there.
I'm trying to support you with some crossbow, but it's not really working. Sorry.
Both of them are going to take their actions. They're going to step back. One is then going to shoot you, Barb. Pretty close combat. And is going to do...
So they got short bows out, right?
Yeah. One shoots you, Barb, and rolls a 16 versus your AC. 20, miss. Off your armor. It shoots again, a minus, and crit fails, so it completely goes wide. And the other one steps and does exactly the same thing. Boop. That's not going to hit you. You got 20 armor. And the second one, that's also going to miss. Both archers, both of the soldiers. They definitely
Bob's actually standing their hands on hips.
They definitely actually should have pulled out their short swords and gone to flank you. They didn't. That's fine.
Where are your parents?
Dirk's.
Rule number 2.
I've gone.
Oh, sorry. It's Shredded's turn.
Shreddy.
You know what? Shredded is going to remind me, with the two of you, how close are you to the goblins?
I'm 60 feet away.
I am very close.
You're like 5 feet.
Like
10,
5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet, and then you get combat with
And
them.
then they step back, so yeah.
They're
Let me
5 feet
quickly
away.
have a squiz at some of my fun. Okay, so I'm gonna play a bit of a game here. First of all, I'm gonna use one of my actions to move another 20 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get myself within 40 feet of them.
Yep.
And do I want to go another? I will actually. So I'm gonna take. No. I have to do, because this spell is going to take 2 actions.
2 actions. Yep.
So I'm going to use Scouring Sand. Now, You blast the area with grit that scours away soil and gets into creatures' eyes. For the duration of a spell, any plant-based difficult terrain smaller than a tree becomes loose, allowing each 5-foot square of it to be cleared with a single interact spell. In addition, Scouring Sand attempts to counteract and tangle, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That's all different things it can do. But basically, each creature in the area when you cast this spell or that ends its turn in the area must attempt a reflex save. And if I succeed, if they fail, they're dazzled for 1 minute or until it uses an interact action to get the sand out of its eyes. But on a crit fail, it's also going to be blinded for its next action. So I use my 2 actions to cast. So as he's kind of running, instead of putting the sickle up again, he doesn't want to hurt them per se. He just wants to like stop them from attacking his newfound friends. So he reaches his other hand out, like feels his connection to the soil, to the ground, and sweeps up a whole glob of debris and sand and grit and mud and just sprays it into. Now, is there a 10-foot space that I can get more than one of them but not get Barb?
Yes.
Great. So
is it 10 by 10? Is it 10 by 10?
It is a 10-foot burst.
10-foot burst.
I can do it anywhere that I want within 60 feet.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So I've got a 60 feet range.
You can get 2.
Right. So I'll aim to get 2 of them, and they need to make a reflex save. It doesn't tell me what they need.
It's your class DC usually.
My class DC, which is DC 19, I believe.
Great. Cool. Let's see how they do. First one is the soldier. It's a reflex save.
Yes.
13 does not beat. So they are dazzled. The archer is next. Oh, it's actually 14 because they've got an AC bonus of +1.
Oh, great. So both of them are dazzled?
15. Cool. And then the archer has +14 for this roll.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That is 25. So
okay, so only one of them. So he's the archer's unaffected, but the other one is dazzled for a full minute or until it uses an interact action to take the sand out.
Cool. So I looked it up. Dazzled means all creatures are concealed to you, and concealed means you have to pass a DC 5 check to target them every time you do anything.
DC 5. Damn.
Yeah, it's really easy, but you do have to pass another check.
Yeah, it's a check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Up next, it's the top of the initiative. If that's all 3 of your things there, Sean.
Yes, yeah. I ran twice to get it within 40 feet of them, and now then I dazzled one of them.
Ellen, it's yours.
Okay.
They are 5 feet away from you. All 3 of them in a line.
So sweep is not an sweep is just a thing with my weapon. I read
it's
that
not
wrong.
a
I don't
thing.
need to actively do that. So if I hit something, it'll just give me a bonus to make a multiple attack.
Yeah.
I want to do vicious swing.
Yes.
But that is, am I correct in that is essentially 2 attacks in one? Or rather, that takes up 2 attacks. It says, you unleash a particularly powerful attack that clobbers your foe but leaves you a bit unsteady. Make a melee strike. This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty. If this strike hits, you deal an extra die of weapon damage.
This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your...
So this attack would be normal, and then your next attack would be your third attack.
Yeah.
Instead of your second.
That makes sense.
That's my understanding.
It's one attack that
it's one attack.
An extra die of damage, but it takes up 2 slots.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you want third attack after that, it would be -10 because it's your third attack.
It counts as your third. Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 actions. It's 2 actions. Okay.
Yeah. So if you wanted to use it and then attack, it would be like bang, normal roll, unmodified, and then -10.
Bang.
Just 2 attacks counts as kind of 3.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
So you move in close.
Yep. This is gonna be crossbow guy, I guess.
Yeah, crossbow guy in the center.
Still in the middle.
If you want to,
That is
the best armor out of all of them.
Let me just calculate that. It's simple math, but I am an idiot.
Also,
No,
while
don't
that's
be
happening,
hard on
just,
yourself. This graph here
26.
is not is okay. 26 will hit.
Okay, thank God.
Ellen,
Freaking hell. Yeah.
just.
God,
That's
Just.
insane. That is insane.
that's nuts. That's cocoa nuts.
Okay,
Okay, so
while
that
Ellen's
just
doing
means...
that, just
Mhm.
curious, are we having a break for this stream or are we not?
Once you defeat this encounter, yes.
Or we die.
Or you
Wow.
die.
It will take us a while, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, which just means that I can do double damage on this hit. And this is slashing damage. I don't know if that makes
It
a
won't
difference at
affect,
all.
but thank you.
That's alright. Cool, I got 2 d8s. Boom, boom.
Yep.
Shake the room.
Smash them. Kill one of them.
So they are... that'll be 16 damage.
16. Great. That's a good bit of damage.
And that kills all 3 of them in one go, doesn't it, Chris?
You wish.
No, but I
wish.
still get 1 extra attack, but it's just gonna be...
Minus 10.
You out of
No,
action.
'cause they moved 5 feet away from you, so you had to step up to them again.
Move and then did a
'Cause-
2 action.
Because they're like they're
Right.
ducking back, throwing arrows. You have to like
Yeah.
use your action to keep
Yeah.
following them. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. There we go. That's me.
All right. It is the archer's turn, and they are going to step back using the running reload, which reloads their firearm or their crossbow. They shoot at you, Ellen,
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
for 25 against your arm class. That'll hit.
Ouch.
Yep.
And they deal 3 damage. Man, they suck at this.
They really do.
And then they are going to reload again. That's their action. They are. That's not good. I'm pretty sure this will quicken the action. Oh, that's fine actually. Both the soldiers are going to drop their weapons, which is an action.
Is it free to drop?
I can't remember if it's free. Let me have a quick look. Someone in chat.
So interact is the one you're looking for.
Yes, interact.
Thank you.
So my
Use
lightning
an
swap.
action.
Interact. Use your hands to manipulate an object to terrain. You can grab an
swap.
unattended or stored object, draw a weapon, swap a held item for another. But it's not the same as drawing a weapon. It's an item. So you can.
Sure.
So that's the whole point of my feat, is that my lightning hands lets me use one action to stow and draw.
Okay.
So if they want to stow and draw, stowing is one interact, drawing is another, but probably dropping is free, and then they
That's
can
right.
draw.
They'll swap. Yeah, they spend both of their actions. One drops stows away their bow and draws out their sword and attacks you, Alan, with it for the attack. Where is my guy?
Because these guys have stepped back, it puts them out of my charge range. It's so annoying.
The soldier has a long sword, and so he's going to attack with it. 18 versus your armor class does not hit, Alan. It doesn't.
No, I'm 20.
Okay, cool. Then the other one puts away the bow, draws the sword, and makes an attack against you. When they're not flanking you, which they're annoyed by. But they roll, that'll hit, and that is 27. That is a pretty good 26. And they deal 1d8 plus 3 against you. That is 6 damage. Slashing damage, but they can make it piercing if they so need, which they probably won't.
Me?
Cool. It is you, Phil. How much health are you on, by the way?
21.
21 health. I can get you down.
So they've stepped back once, right?
Interesting to watch.
The 2 soldiers are in melee combat with Ellen.
They have stepped back once from when they first were. Right?
That's right.
We're being stickly for distances.
Yeah, you are 45 feet away from them, according to my math.
45?
45.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Because I can charge 40 foot.
Yeah. You moved 20 feet, then 20 feet. and they moved back 5. So, and you were at 100 at the start, so they're 45.
That makes them 65 away from me.
You moved 25, then 25.
No, I moved 20, then 20.
20, then 20. I had you down. Yeah, so 65. Yeah,
65.
Right. 65.
So I'll do the same again. So I will stride, reload, shoot.
Okay, sure.
So it takes me down to 35.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about the guy who had his face hurt. I forgot about the dazzled guy. Apologies for that.
If he's dazzled, he needs to pass a flat 5 check to target.
He passed.
Yeah.
He passed. He'll just have to keep doing that.
Yeah, so I move up to 35. I'm still doing the same thing.
Yep.
So I've shot, walk, shoot, walk, shoot. It's my third attempt to hit with my crossbow.
Yep.
You know, hopefully I'm distracting them. It looks a little bit.
Sure.
Harrying them.
You're going to shoot the guy who's been
hurt? Yeah.
Shooting the archer, or are you shooting one of the soldiers?
No, the guy who's already been slashed, I think.
Okay, the archer. The guy.
Oh, has he? Oh, he has. He's harder to hit though.
The one that's harder to hit, yes.
Just one of the soldiers then.
Soldiers. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 13 plus the 8 is 20. Brain 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yes. Crossbow bolt is 1d8 of damage. Yep. 7.
7 damage. Nice work.
Nice.
Yeah, finally.
Nice work.
So yeah, I'm up to 35 foot, firing my crossbow, reloading it, firing it, and finally, yes, lodge one into the chest. Yes! Oh, Bob, I got him!
Very
Bob,
good.
I got him!
Sean.
Yeah, so I've just been trying to spend time. Unfortunately, I'm not up to date with how spell slots and how casting works with druids. So I'm just gonna have to buy the book at some point. So apologies if I'm using way more spells than I should be using on my off turns. I'll try and keep myself honest.
Right. You can use 5 spells per day.
I have to have, as a druid, I need to prepare my spells as well. So I don't know how many I'm allowed to prepare. Is the fun question.
I mean, if you don't use more than like 5 different spells, I think you're probably within the rules, right?
Yeah, and this is not including cantrips. Would that be right?
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
Yeah, I don't think you need to prepare cantrips.
All right. Well, in that case,
and if we get a little wrong, apologies to everyone.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you probably have quite a few preparation slots. So.
I would think so. So sorry, just because we're doing theater of the mind. Chris, can you let me know where the enemies are?
Your enemies are 45 feet away from you, except for the other guy who's 50 feet away from you.
And are they all clumped together?
They are in like a kind of a square kind of configuration.
Yep. And is it safe to say they're all within 15 feet of each other?
You could make it. You could. Yes. You can hit all of them if you aim for a 15 group.
All right.
They're in a little AOE friendly clump.
Let me show you a kind of quick little mappy map.
Yeah.
There you go. So the is Barb, and then the 2 soldiers, and then the archer.
Great. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a choice. Should I do something ice related, or should I do something fungal related?
Do something fungal. It's funny.
Let's do something
fungal. Say ice because fungal sounds disgusting.
Let's have some fun.
It's more in theme with what you've been doing. Yes, being a fungus.
So this is going to. He's going to again move another 20 feat to get himself within 20 feet of them now. So he's really trying to close that distance as he sees like the effects of battle.
Feet,
yeah, 25 feet. It's starting to affect his friends. He's like, oh shit. He doesn't say that though. Oh fiddle-dee-dee. And he plants his feet. He gives himself a slightly wider stance, and with his free hand, he draws upon his connection to nature. And there's just a little bit of like it's not anger, but it is the pride and the love that he has for his 2 new friends and compatriots. He again wants to keep them safe, and in this particular instance, that means harming someone else so that they do not do harm to his friends. So he reaches out with his hand, and you hopefully are going to. I'm going to read it now.
Yeah.
Toxic spores swarm over creatures in the area, causing them to erupt in grotesque fungal growths. These noxious growths deal 2d6 persistent poison damage, and each creature must attempt a fortitude save. If you succeed at that save, you're only going to take half the persistent poison damage. But if you crit succeed, you're unaffected. And then there's going to be some fun stuff if you fail.
Okay, cool. So it's a fortitude save, and I'm trying to beat what?
Is it
18?
19 looks like my DC spell save.
Okay,
Yeah.
19.
Fortitude.
19. Jeez, 19 fort. Let's do...
Bugbears are pretty hardy. I wonder if they have a pretty good fort
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins, yeah.
They've got a +6.
This is
Oh,
my
it's not
rank,
too- that's
this
not
is my
that great.
rank 2. This is my rank 2 spell. So.
Yeah,
Roll a
nice.
20, so crit succeed.
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee. I can't do that because it's a touch spell.
Oh,
Shit.
really? Let's just say you can. Sure. Let's just say you can.
Okay.
Oh, no, actually, fuck you.
Yeah,
figure
great.
out a different
In
spell.
which case, I'm going to do Ryan Slick. So,
Okay.
Ellen, you get your wish.
Yay.
So, this is also a 15-foot burst. So,
Mhm.
he thinks about doing that. He thinks about what it would be like to have them erupt in pustule spores. And he's like, oh, but I need to touch them. Oh, to hell with it. And he calls down a chill wind. When you cast this spell, you deal 2d4 cold damage to each creature in the area, basic reflex save. If the creature in the area critically fails and was standing, they're also going to fall prone. You also create a layer of ice on all surfaces in the area, which becomes difficult terrain.
Okay.
Excellent.
And yeah, cool. So that's also I can do that. That is 60 feet distance. It's also a reflex save, basic reflex.
Right. Well, the first one succeeded and avoided damage. The second one, it's reflex. So 4 plus. He's probably not going to pass, but he might. What do I have to beat?
19.
Okay, I won't beat that. That one, the soldier takes it, and then the archer. 17 plus 12 plus 1 is 30, so that's fine. So how much damage did you want to the soldier?
6 damage to one of them.
Okay,
6.
you're getting there.
Yeah, 6 cold damage.
6 cold damage.
As this chill wind kind of whips down from above the trees and encompasses the 3, and maybe the 2 of them like duck and dive out of the way, and it kind of like swirls above them as it encases this one particular member in frosty pain.
He's the one who is dazzled, and so he isn't aware that your spell is quite obvious, and so just gets caught by it.
Yeah.
It's like got sand in the eye, gets like sand in the eye, and he's like, whoosh, covered in frost.
This guy's day sucks.
Stop the elements
Stop it.
swarming him.
Stop it.
That's why you gotta dress for all the elements. All of them at once.
You gotta navigate that.
You gotta
and that's me, by
layer
the way.
up. It's all about layering.
Barbara.
Barbara. Okay.
Up next is Barbara.
Woo! Barbara. Yeah, so I think I am just going to I'm going to attack crossbow guy. He's still up. None of them are dead.
You would have
Does
to
he move
step.
back again?
He moved back.
Yeah,
when
he did.
Shot at you.
Mofo.
So you would have to step, but because Sean has created difficult terrain there, you can't step past the 2 soldiers. 2 soldiers are on your left and on your right.
Right. Do I have to
diagonally
step
on your left and right?
Do I have to step to hit either of them?
No,
they're actually fighting you.
No,
they're fighting you.
Ah.
They're fighting you. They
Bob
dropped.
does not
They
realise.
put away their sword. They put away their bow, drew their sword, and attacked you both.
It's to her. It's the similar thing of like, because neither of those attacks hit. It's like when her kids like
one did,
like
one did.
patting on her side.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So I'm going to I'd like to just like 1, 2, 3 if I can. I don't need to
absolutely
like specifically
can.
move.
Yep. You've got.
So I'm going to hit the one, let's say on my left.
Yep. Let's say that's the weaker one, so that it has a higher chance of succeeding.
And I'm going to use intimidating strike.
Great.
So if I hit and deal damage, he's going to be I'm assuming.
They are he.
Yep. Great. I'm going to be making him frightened.
That's a 2 action, so you can only attack once. Twice this turn.
Let's do it
2 action.
anyway.
Okay,
we want to use the fun things in the game,
for
right?
sure.
So that is a 17 plus 11. That's 27.
That'll hit.
Cool. So what does that mean in terms of the frightening? Because what counts as a critical?
Sorry, what was your total?
27.
That is not a critical.
You'd
They
get
have
10
an
over,
plus
I
of
think.
18.
Yeah, 10 over.
Okay, so
19, actually.
they are frightened 1.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm gonna do the damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
I'm going to call it right now. Pathfinder is so much better than D&D. I love this system. I love this game, man. There's so much shit that I haven't even touched on my character yet.
That's 11 damage.
11 damage, you kill him.
Great. Oh,
he's very frightened. He was very frightened for a moment.
Describe how you kill him, Ellen.
Can I say that his ghost is still frightened?
Yes.
That I've made a ghost here
Spirit.
because I don't want to nullify the effect. I think I literally I full on axe in the chest and like need to step, I need to bring up my foot and make contact with his ribs just so I can hoik it out. And I feel like I see the ghost separate from the body in doing that, and it's just kind of like looks down at the axe, looks back at his real body,
and he looks at you,
and is scared
goes,
because I used the effect. Yeah, that's right. You better run with your ghostly vestigial tail, and then I'm going
right
to
between his legs.
Yeah, and I'm going to. I've still got one action, so I'm going to hit the other guy.
Great.
Hopefully.
Now this will be at a minus 10, but it becomes a minus 9 because you have that +1 with your
I have the +1 with the sweep.
Yeah,
so...
sweep. Right.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Sweep. There it is. Ooh, that is.
Been rolling rocks all day though.
Is that good or bad?
Good.
What is this?
Good.
All right.
You've been rolling above 20s pretty much all morning.
So that is 16 plus my attack is 11, but then that is minus 10, so that's 17.
17 misses.
Great.
Just.
Boom.
Bah.
Oh well.
Bah.
Just by 1.
Well.
By 1. By 2, actually.
I get distracted by the ghost because it kind of runs past me, just
it is the archer's turn. Seeing you disembowel his friend and turn his ghost inside out.
Is he frightened?
He's a little concerned.
He's just
he thinks you are some sort of demon, and he levels the crossbow at you again.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Reloads it, shoots at you. That'll hit.
Yep.
How much does that hit by? Because that's quite a lot, actually. It's plus 14. 29. What's your AC?
20.
Oof. Close.
Close to a crit.
Close to a critical. And deals 3 damage.
Yeah.
I keep rolling 1s.
Good.
Me?
And then reloads again.
Oh yeah, reload again. Me? Or the two guys?
You.
It's me.
You.
First.
You.
Okay. Finally.
One guy close to you.
Finally, I can use my class features. Excellent.
Great.
Oh, amazing.
I hot swap using a lightning swap. So the crossbow goes away. I definitely swing it back on its sling, so it goes behind my back. Yep. And in the same motion, I pull out my bastard sword and my shield.
Yes.
So you can put away and pick up in one swift.
It's called lightning swap. Yeah. One interaction is to stow and draw a weapon or 2 weapons or a weapon and shield.
Amazing.
It's pretty great, yeah. And then I can sudden charge, which is my other 2 actions, and lets me stride twice and attack, which gives me 40 foot of distance plus an attack, which gets me to the soldier that is fighting.
Yep, 40 feet. So you're going to be smart, Phil, and you're going to flank as well, because you could make that.
Yes, because I've got that extra...
Yep.
Because they're 35 feet away, I got that extra 5. Yep. So I'm going to, slide into a flanking position and then come slashing across with my sword. My bastard sword is a plus 11 to hit on my bastard sword.
Sweet.
Which I'm using one-handed.
Roll a 1.
At the moment. 15 plus 11, that is 26.
26, that'll hit.
Yes!
Imagine if I said it didn't hit.
I know. 1d8 plus 4.
Yep, 1d8 plus 4.
7 damage.
7 damage. Good hit. All right, that's your turn.
So what does flanking do? Yeah.
Flanking gives you a +2 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
Yeah, circumstantial bonus or something like that.
Wasn't enough to get me over the crit line anyway.
No.
But yes, Barb, I'm here. I swapped my weapons
hold on.
and then came charging in.
AC's armor is reduced. That's an important difference.
Oh, that's even better.
That's significant. How much did you roll in total for your AC to hit?
So I rolled a 15 plus an 11. That is 26.
So that means his AC goes down by 2.
Is that a crit success?
Which is a crit success.
Oh, double damage?
Because
I just stay switched on with this shit. I'm still getting used to it. But yeah, that
Bob,
is a success. So
I'm coming.
You deal, instead of 7 damage, you deal 14 damage.
I arrive.
Bill,
Yeah.
do you know those like when you slide on the ground, so your feet are planted, you're sliding through, you just cleave through.
Oh,
My hand and a half sword.
Beautiful, Dirk. That's
Spray of
beautiful.
blood.
Yeah. It goes, oh, minding my own business. And
They sure were. They sure
They
were.
I want
absolutely
the record
were.
to show I tried to solve this
absolutely
diplomatically.
did. You tried to solve this peacefully.
And I told you.
Yep.
We
That
won't be doing that
We're
again.
choosing violence. It is going to make an attack. It's its turn. It is the
survive?
hobgoblin's turn, who's just been stabbed. It can't move because it is on difficult terrain, thanks to Sean. You were able to get around there, Phil, because Sean's AoE was dead center, not around the sides, but it
Very
can't
nice.
step. So it is just going to stay its ground, and it is going to make 3 attacks at Ellen.
Oh, it's desperate. It's desperate.
First attack, making with the longsword.
Is
plus
this guy's in
six.
Dazzle? This is the Dazzle guy. Is he dead
No,
now?
he's dead. Dazzle guy's dead. That is a 23 to hit. That'll hit you, Ellen. That does 6 damage. That's the first one.
Oof.
The second one,
Dot.
crit,
MP4.
natural 20, and it does 8 damage to you as a result. Because I rolled a 1 plus 3 slashing is 8, is 4, and times that by 2 is 8.
Thank God your damage
When you
dice are
say
garbage.
crit, was it 10 difference? Was it?
It was natural 20.
Because that doesn't do anything unless like a crit is only through exceeding by 10.
Oh, is it? I thought it was on
so
the
20s
20s
and
as well.
1s.
Oh,
20s
shit.
and 1s don't actually mean
They
anything.
don't
in
naturally crit?
Pathfinder 2.
Okay.
Is it enough though? Because that'll be their maximum roll. Oh, but it's on the second attack. It's on the second attack.
23, so that's not going to be a crit. That's not.
Oh,
over
nat 20 is
your-
also crits? My
I
apologies.
thought so. Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought I'd read wrong, but
No, that's all
I'm just
good.
trying to
So
cheat,
yeah, so
apparently.
that was 8 damage to you
Bloody
there, Ellen.
cheat.
And to the third attack, it does. Ooh, what's your AC?
20.
Thanks, Bob.
20.
Thanks for keeping me honest.
Thank you, Bob. We love you. That is a 15, so it isn't going to hit. I rolled
Cool.
a 11, a 20, and an 18. It is the only way I was going to hit with that next attack is if I rolled a 20. So even outnumbered, this guy manages to deal a good amount of damage into you, Ellen. Yeah. How much health are you on?
I'm on 5.
You're on 5 health left.
You got those hits even
cool.
with the multi-attack penalty? What a Chad.
Yes.
Well, you
yes.
crit with the
second
second one.
attack was a big crit, and
Yeah.
the third one I rolled an 18. If I'd rolled another 20, that would have hit.
Yeah, wow,
Um,
okay.
Yeah.
Phil, have you been hurt?
No.
Okay.
No,
Just
yes.
been me.
Yes,
It
I've been
is-
dinged. I got hit by 4.
It
I took
is
a bow.
shredded.
I took a
action now.
I took a bow.
You took an arrow to the knee.
Took an arrow
Guys,
to
what's
the
it
knee.
like to feel pain? I haven't even been attacked yet.
Oh, you will
Oh,
be.
you'll find out, don't worry. Keep talking like that.
Shredded. It's your turn.
Hey, man. How far away am I now, based on where they are?
50 feet.
Oh, I thought I
No,
moved
25,
close.
25, 25,
25.
30. No, 25, 25. 25 to
Damn,
the
I
one
can't
that's
even-
closest,
can't do
and
what I wanted to
35
do.
to the other guy.
Fuck, that's fine. Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to cast. Ooh. Oh, sweet. Let me have a look at this. The amount of healing or damage increases by 1d8, and the extra healing for the 2-action version increases by. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help heal Barb. So let me just read this out. You channel vital energy to heal the living or damage the undead. If a target is a willing living creature, you restore 1d8. That's great. Has a range of touch. How far away is Barb from me?
Barb
20, right?
is 20.
Great. So I'm going to use my 1 action. But if I use Yep, so I'm going to use. No, I'm within range. That's great. So I am going to use 2 actions to use the concentrated version of heal, which is the spell has a range of 30 feet, so I don't even have to do a touch. And if I'm healing a living creature, I can increase the hit points restored by 8. So it's 2d8 healing that I'm going to give to Barb.
Okay,
Cool.
2d8.
Do you want to roll it?
Yeah. Let's see. I got to use my new d8 for the first time.
Give us some nature goodness.
Oh shit! That went all the way on the ground, but it counts. So that is going to be an 8 and a 6 for 14 hit points. As he focuses, notices that Barb is taking a couple of licks, sees like the blood pouring. He's like, oh, because he didn't even like take into account. Oh, my friends are hurting, and he like channels his energy, and you see like a blue and pink mist swarm around you and swell you up. With goodness and positive vibes and healing.
Great scent to it.
Pine.
And for my final action, he's just going to move in close enough to not go onto the difficult icy terrain, but be as close as he possibly can to them without entering.
Okay, so you get 5 feet within distance.
That's what I figured. Yeah, and that's me done.
So you're 5 feet away. Cool. All right, Archer's turn.
Good job.
He's shooting Barb because he sees Barb as weak.
Barb first. Barb, then Archer.
Oh, Barb, pardon.
Cool,
Barb, Archer, me, soldier.
Yes, Barb. That's right, Barb.
Because I get the sense that he's going to try and shoot me.
Yes.
Well, we're still
gonna try and hurt me.
You're flanking him.
we're still fighting. We still got the one guy, right? We still got the one soldier we're fighting.
Yes, you got that.
Well, let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try and hit the... I want to see if I can kill this soldier maybe before moving on.
You can't do steps because we can't do steps on that difficult terrain between us and the Archer. He's standing. He's standing in a pool of frost that was made. I don't know how long it lasts.
A minute.
Probably a minute, right?
A minute.
Yeah.
The first attack is a. Well, it's just a 21.
That will hit.
Great. Cool.
Great.
9 damage.
9 damage will kill him.
Amazing.
Cool.
Describe how you end this guy.
What's happened to him thus far? We're flanked.
Well, you cut him up a little bit, but Phil did. Actually, Phil cut him up a huge amount.
I did 14 damage to him.
Yeah,
came in with a big old crit.
With your friend coming in to aid you and flank you, you were able to do the finishing blow. It's just you and Phil that's done the damage. Phil's done over half, and then you finished him off.
I want to include Phil in it because I mean, even though it's not his action, it's
so
like
Dirk comes running in, and with a long kind of sliding sweep, cuts him open, and as he goes, that opens him up for you two.
Yeah. You almost slide him into me with the force of yours. It kind of pushes him towards Barb a little bit
through the ice.
Yeah. And she just kind of like a baseball bat bisects him.
He just keeps going.
Yeah, it's like it's nice fluid momentum that we.
The upper half pops on the ground, but the lower half keeps sliding along.
Yeah. So I still have 2 actions now. I can't step on the difficult terrain.
No, but you can just move.
You can move there.
Can I?
Yeah, you can stride.
Yep. So that's my second action, and then I'm gonna try hit the Archer.
Okay.
You only need to step to avoid attacks of opportunity, and because you're approaching this guy, it doesn't.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Yeah.
And I can't use Vicious Swing because that is obviously 2 in
Double.
1.
Correct.
But I would like to use Intimidating Strike for this.
I believe
is that a 2 as well?
Also a 2.
Oh, is it? Oh, yes. No, you're right.
I think you just have to do a regular strike.
Yeah, you just have a normal strike with map.
-10.
What did you use your first attack?
Oh, -9.
Yeah. Should just be what is it? No, -5 or 6.
Because it's my second attack.
Oh, pardon. Yes. Second attack.
Yeah.
So
So it's attack, move, attack. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have cleave.
So -4.
Yep.
That's a 19, and I feel like this guy has
That
crazy
is
armor, right?
miss. That is
Damn it.
Yeah, he's got splint mail. Yeah.
Damn, this mofo.
Yep.
But you've got him in difficult terrain on ice.
Yep. He is surrounded in ice. He needed to have gotten out, and he can't now. You are in melee with him on difficult terrain.
Nice.
He is going to drop his crossbow. He sees that his days are numbered. But
Sure does.
rather than giving you attacking of opportunities, he is going to start attacking. He's going to attack 3 times in actions, and he's trying to drop you.
So he has to spend an interact action to draw his other weapons.
Action, draw the action and attack twice with the short sword.
So he draws a short sword.
Short sword. 19,
bet it's
which is your armor class, doesn't hit.
But it's a really
Oh, it's the first attack. That does hit. That's 23 to hit your armor class. That does hit.
But
Ellen,
it's a
you
really
take
goblin-y sword.
It's a fun, cute sword.
Oh,
I'll say that. It's cute. It's got a little pink handle.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right? So you take 7 damage there, Ellen.
a cute 7 damage.
Pink-handled short sword.
Oh, so you would have been down if I hadn't have healed you.
Mm.
The second attack is a... I was reading this wrong. That's fine. The second attack is a 26. So that'll hit as well.
No.
Dealing 8 damage to you.
You're down, aren't you?
What did I say my first attack dealt you?
7?
Yeah.
7 plus 8. So 15.
What did I roll? Can't remember. That's fine. Probably should have been a crit. That's all right. How much health are you on Ellen? Are you up? Or are you... Yeah? Okay, cool. That's his turn. You
can't have much left, right?
No, I'm on 4.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Your audio cut out when you said it the first time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Dirk, it's your turn.
So he's still that 5 feet away, right?
He is 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, okay. I'll stride up to him.
Yep.
I've got my sword and shield. I don't think I can two-hand my sword without putting that away.
Without putting it away.
Yeah, right. Which would cost. That would cost, right? And then I'd have it in 2 hands.
What does lightning exactly do?
Lightning hands. Lightning swap. You have practice quickly switching between combat styles and the equipment needed for them. You interact to stow any number of items from your hands, then draw up to 2 weapons or a shield and a weapon.
Up to. So I'm going to say that you can stow your shield without...
So I can stow and 2-hand in 1 action.
Yeah.
Stride and then attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
So if you want a 2-hander, you can.
Yeah. I think he's going to...
You won't get flanking because you won't be able to move that far.
Okay.
With your 20 foot of movement.
Yeah, I've only got 20 foot. So, yeah. I sling the shield on my back, 2-hand. I'm swapping all over the place, changing as needed. I put my gauntleted hand on the base of the blade to 2-hand my bastard sword, and then come with the overhead. Hopefully it's a good hit. Plus 11. So that is what... Oh, no, it's a 6, not a 9. So only 17.
17 will not hit.
Yeah, he's got good armor, this guy.
He does have good armor. That chainmail is... Scale mail
man.
is doing good.
I'm not rolling super well. It's only a 6. So.
Sean, that's all of Phil's actions. It's you.
Yeah, great. I'm going to use my final spell that I haven't used yet, which is going to require a fortitude save from you.
Yep.
Actually, can you roll me the fortitude save first, and then I'll describe what it does?
Sure.
I'm just curious if you can beat it.
I have beat it.
Fuck you.
Fortitude?
Yeah.
Yours is 18?
19.
19. Okay. Well, I nearly critical succeed.
Oh, damn.
I don't.
But you do succeed.
I do succeed. I rolled 28 in total.
So you are completely unaffected by this. As because he's quite close. He's like, he needs to stop what he believes is going to be sheer violence from his opponent. As he conjures up a violent wind forth from his palm, attempting to just completely blow this orc off, this hobgoblin off his feet. But miraculously, even though he's on ice, it just completely stock still. What I would have done is either knocked you prone, or had I gotten a crit success, or had you got a crit fail, more to the point, would have pushed you 30 feet backwards and take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. But I didn't do either of those things, unfortunately.
You used Gust of Wind?
Yes.
Cool. Well, I only succeeded against it, so I can't move against the wind.
Oh, you just succeed. You almost crit succeeded.
I almost crit succeeded. Yeah, I can't move against the wind.
Yeah, you can't move towards me, basically.
Yep.
And then with my final action, I can't attack you because I'm just outside of... Oh, wait. Oh, no. I am going to, actually, draw my sickle as my final action.
Very good.
So he's now preparing himself to really get into the fight.
It is Elm's turn. The ice is still around.
Yeah,
as
but I mean,
the druid draws a sickle.
I mean, I have moved. I don't need to move to.
We're
I'm
toe to toe,
yeah.
right? We're toe
Yep,
to
you
toe.
are.
Cool.
Intimidate, strike.
I mean that uses
2 or just 3 attacks.
Yeah, I think I might as well just try 3 attacks.
Cool.
Like that's
Go for
otherwise
it.
I'm wasting moves. Okay, that's pretty high. 29.
That'll hit.
Oh,
Great.
hell yeah.
Deal some damage there, Alan.
I honestly, this die either really likes me or it's unbalanced as hell.
Oh, this die hates me, my D20.
But you know what? But I did use it. I remember it rolling high as well when we used it for June. So maybe it's just a higher roller.
Maybe.
It's just from now on my Cthulhu die, honestly.
So that's 9 damage on the first one.
9 damage? Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
And then -5 for your next attack, and then -5 again. So
That's 22 for the second attack. With
That
the
will
minus
miss.
5. Oh gosh. Okay. It's not looking.
If you guys
hopeful
had
then
flanked
for that
him, you would
last one.
have got that.
you told me I didn't have enough movement.
I know, you didn't. You absolutely
Yeah,
didn't.
and that
You wanted to
last
get
one,
in hit, you would have.
that last one's definitely gonna miss.
Yeah, cool.
I
All
only
right.
rolled a 3.
So you do a sizable chunk of damage to him. You stab him.
I
Stab
do.
him good. Or
I
cut him
really
with the big
do.
old axe. It's his turn now.
Yeah.
He feels like surrounded by ice and knowing that nobody can move away from him, no one can step out. He feels pretty okay with this location. He feels like even though his friends are dead, he's still got the advantage
on the ice.
You're on his territory. He's going to make 3 attacks against you, Ellen, one after the other with his short sword. The first one is a natural 20.
No!
Which does...
Stop it!
1 plus 4 damage, so a total of 10 with the critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Down.
Barb
Okay.
goes down like a tree in the woods.
You are
Dying
unconscious.
one.
You are in the dying condition. We will get to that in a second.
Whoops.
It's all right, I've got you.
Second attack against Phil. -4 because the weapon is agile. So with a +8 to hit. 5 plus 8 is 13.
Nope.
It's going to miss. Last attack.
It's got to be very, very few bonuses for this, or even negatives, right?
+4 to hit.
+4 on third attack. Oh my god.
Yeah, he has a +12 as a base. And what's your armor class?
21.
Without your shield, 21?
Yeah, it's not raised yet.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so that will also miss.
Yeah, I'm wearing plate armor, and I have half plate, and I have +1 dex, so
That's
21.
That's good. He misses with
combat.
his second 2 attacks. He is no longer surrounded on two sides.
So he-
So
Conks Barb in the face.
Yeah.
She woozes
stabs
out.
right through and laughs. freeze to death, and then turns to try and stab you. And the big plate armor or half plate armor. He can't get through. Cool.
With plenty of health still in the bank.
Yes, it's your turn there, Phil.
I am going to start wailing away with my bastard sword. So first attack is at a plus 11.
Yes.
So I got a 17, so that's 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
Hell yes,
Yay.
absolutely.
That is 1d12 in this mode.
Hit that
Plus
12.
4. I got an 8, so not bad. So 8.
Not bad.
So 12 overall.
12 overall.
Plus 4 strength, so yeah, 12 damage for the first one. Second attack comes in at plus 6.
Plus 6, great.
So I rolled a 16, so that is 22. Misses.
That will miss, just.
He's got 23.
He does.
And last attack comes in at just a mere plus 1, so I need to crit, basically.
You do need to crit.
Go on.
No, miss.
No. You do a sizable lick in. You get some damage onto him.
For Bob!
I'll freeze and kill you! It is Shredded. Your turn.
Is he using
Right.
freezing as an expletive?
Yes,
I
he
think
is.
so, yeah.
Now, question: I have to step onto the difficult terrain
That's right.
before I can start attacking him, don't
Yes, but that you stride onto it. It
Yep.
just minuses, but you'd get there. You can also flank in the position that.
Yeah. Okay, I know that Barb's got a bit of time, so
Mhm.
it's better for me to try and finish this combat before helping Barb. I've got at least one turn, so I'm going to take a gamble. As much as he wants to, he really wants to spend a time to try and stabilize Barb, but he knows that he's better served trying to finish this combat.
Sure.
So I'm going to spend an action to step into melee range and try and flank him now that the sickle is out.
Mhm.
And with my second action, I'm just going to straight up go to hit.
Great.
And this is unfortunately going to be a measly plus 7 to hit, so it's not great.
His AC is -2 because you have flanked him.
Yep.
That's good.
So let's give it a red hot go. Come the fuck on. Okay, so that is I only rolled a 15 in total.
Okay.
And
So-
and that's at a -5 as well, isn't it? No. It's only if I do another attack after
Yeah,
that.
it's a multiple
15.
attack penalty.
That's right. So 15 doesn't hit, correct?
15 in total.
Yes.
Doesn't hit. No.
And then I may as well.
You may as well go crit seeking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hit again.
1 in 20 chance of you hit critting.
And this is going to be a -5 as well. So in total, it's going to be a +2 to whatever
That's
I
right.
roll.
That's right.
No, not even fucking close.
Alright.
He's just simply trying to balance on the ice and also just not being very adept as a fighter. This sickle he found in the forest one day, so he's not really super adept at it. Now that he's used up all his spells, he just tries to like slash through and just misses wildly both times. Maybe it even
Absolutely does.
clangs on the armor, but doesn't do any damage.
Yes. So, top of the initiative, Ellen. You are dying condition 1.
I do have Orc Ferocity.
What does this mean?
You would be reduced to 0 hit points, but not immediately killed. Fierceness in battle runs through your blood, and you refuse to fall from your injuries, no matter how terrible they may be. You avoid being knocked out and remain at 1 hit point, and your wounded condition increases by 1.
Okay, so you are wounded 1.
I'm wounded 1. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm
Wait
assuming
a minute.
If you go, it means if
Yeah.
you go down, you'll start dying.
Dying
more.
too.
Yes. All right. It is your turn. You are.
Wait
you're
a minute.
wounded 1.
So Barb
Barb's-
didn't get knocked down.
No, Barb didn't go down.
She reeled.
She
and-
like, yeah, she
cheated.
might have just like.
It does mean that if I hit you again, you'll go down harder. You'll go into dying 2 straight away.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
help with that. We're fine.
Yeah.
Well, I figure I mean, I'm not taking a mechanical penalty for my attacks, right?
No,
No,
you're not.
so I'm just gonna attack.
And he's flanked now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna actually use vicious swing.
Okay. Yeah.
Swing.
Which doesn't mean I get any bonus, but I will get extra damage if I hit. So.
Mm.
I'll do the fleshy wiggle. Fleshy wiggle.
Fleshy wiggle.
It is
Fleshy wiggle.
For good luck.
a 27.
27 to hit will hit.
Great. So that means I get to roll 2d8s.
Yes, because they are flanked. They have a -2 to armor as well.
So they are 21 to hit
They
now.
are 21 to hit.
I'm
Good hit,
metagaming by
No, it's
easily
good.
working out an AC.
Yes. You're playing a game.
Yes.
It's okay.
No, that's why. That's the one I always find funny. It's like you metagaming the AC. It's like you work it out, like it happens.
Yeah.
It's always
Your
passive.
characters are in combat with it. Like you
Yeah.
figure out how
You
have
can-
to strike it.
You can
Yeah.
do it narratively as well.
Yeah,
like,
Exactly.
You would
Exactly.
kind of
Yeah.
know how many, how good.
It's
How
also
good a
okay
defense
for
they
people
have.
to have fun with numbers. Like
Yes,
not everyone wants to play
exactly,
role-playing
exactly.
games in a role-playing way. Like 4 actors and 4 theater people. Some people just like numbers, and that's totally okay. And they should not be shamed for that either.
Not trying to interrupt the
Sometimes
flow, but
acting is doing.
yes, not trying to interrupt the flow, but I do love the fact that because of the 3 action way it works, even like basic fighter characters that we've built have lots of options of ways to
Yes.
like use their
Yeah.
turns. Very cool.
3
Pathfinder
action
great.
economy.
Very cool.
3 action economy.
So 16 damage.
16 damage. Nice hit.
Bloody hell.
That is 16 plus that might
Whoops,
do it.
I get to roll 2d8s.
And they're frightened one as well.
16. Jeez. Ellen, describe
Yeah.
how you kill them.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
she gets bonked and she just kind of like just kind of slumps for a little second.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's almost like she just like kind of micro naps. And then it's
Huh.
like, gotta get the kids to school. And like and just like charges like she's like chopping up like her kids' vegetables. And I'm just gonna say like full like neck to rib cage, just like
Mhm.
what? Where am I?
He goes down with a frozen you.
I
Say-
never understood your insults, and I never will.
Bob has a concussion very clearly.
Pretty much, yeah.
I will let all 3 of you know just very quickly that was considered a standard encounter.
Jesus Christ.
What?
How?
Balls
It
to
was 1 hobgoblin archer and 2 hobgoblin soldiers.
Well, how much like
Pathfinder is quite
hit
difficult.
points did they have?
Sorry, how much?
How many hit points did they have?
The 2 soldiers had 20. The archer
Yeah.
had 50.
50. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, he's got more health than me and
Yeah.
better base AC.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
hit points do you have?
I have 47.
I have 43.
That's
Yeah.
with toughness, which adds
Yes.
my level in hit points.
Yep.
Yeah.
The archer is considered a level 4 unit, and the soldiers are considered level 1s. So it is
Right.
on balance.
So he should be stronger than me.
Okay, he should be stronger
Yeah.
than you,
Yeah.
but only just. And
That sounds-
Well, I
that
hope
seems
we
about
all
right with-
learned an important lesson here.
What's that?
That we need a ranged
Don't
damage
fucking
dealing
talk.
companion.
Bloody people camping in the woods, especially hobgoblins.
Look, honestly, I just think that they're clearly on hard times, and some people just make difficult decisions. I actually feel sorry for them. I really wish we could have helped them, find a better path. It's a shame, really.
Push him over.
he slides on the ice.
not like damage wise, but just like
Yeah,
shut up.
As you push him, he goes. "Sss," the little dwarf druid, "Sss," and the mushroom. My neighbor just walked right past.
Wait, that means, Barb, we get to do looting.
Hooray! Now, if you boys could loot some sort of healing potion,
Oh,
that
no,
would be
no, no.
amazing.
No, I packed those.
No need. He's like, look, here's the thing. Now that we're out in the forest, everyone thinks that you should make potions. No, it's all right here. You stay right there. I've got to cure what ails you, and I get to use my natural medicine feat, which basically I can apply natural. So shredded bark applies
Maybe it
natural
doesn't
cures
work.
to heal
It's
his
a
allies.
natural remedy.
Yeah, you can use nature
It's
instead
holistic.
of medicine to treat wounds. And if I'm in the
to
wilderness,
Stone Rogan's podcast.
Stone
Stone Rogans.
And would this count as wilderness?
Yeah, for
Great.
sure.
I also get a +2 circumstance bonus to my check.
Yep.
So not only am I going to be using nature, which is a +11 to my roll, I get a circumstance bonus, so it's a +13 to the roll to treat wounds.
Totally.
Nice.
And that's going to be a 10, so it's a total of 22. Still the best I've rolled today. I've not rolled above a 10 now. So it's a 22. So he would basically, if we say this succeeds,
yes, I would say it does. Absolutely.
So treat wounds. How much do I get you back?
For it, I have it here. It is critical success. Target regains 4d8 hit points and loses the wounded condition.
What was the DC on that?
The medicine check DC is usually 15, though the GM might adjust it based on the circumstances, such as treating a patient outside in a storm, treating magically cursed wounds.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so it's not a critical success, it's just a success.
Yep.
So how many on just a success?
2d8.
2d8. Great. So he spends the next 10 minutes kind of creating a salve through like the sap of the trees, finds a plant nearby that is like, it's an herbal remedy. This is his wheelhouse. That's a D10, you idiot.
In the meantime, I'm using like the frozen body of the hobgoblin just like on my head.
You've got a meat pack from a piece of arm tissue. That's it's weirdly shaped like a steak.
Okay. Ellen, I got an 8 and a 7, so 15 hit points go back to you.
Cool, thank you.
What do you make, Sean?
He makes a paste out of, like, it's a mixture of like the natural dirt, the sap from trees, and like the a crushed plant together to make like almost like a pinky purple salve.
How does it smell?
Yeah. Oh, it smells, he would say, delightfully pungent.
What would other people say?
It's like
deep heat or something, or
like a expired deep heat.
Yep, that's definitely cleared up the sinuses.
Yeah, it definitely clears the sinuses, and but you not only does it clear your sinuses, it makes you immediately scrunch up your nose at the pungent odor that it's like a minty pungent odor. But he smears it like it puts a nice film across your wounds to like almost cake it up. And it's like that will harden quite soon, but that's good. It gives it's like a natural armor. And just don't touch it. Don't touch it. Let it do its job. I promise you, you'll feel right as rain. In fact, it should be pretty immediate. You probably feel a little bit livelier, don't you?
I do. I must say, it must work because it smells like shit.
Exactly. It smells like manure.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It does. How great is nature?
Anyway, did you find any useful loot?
Oh, I haven't been checking.
I have.
I'm
keen.
You find 10 coin gold pieces.
Oh.
You find the scale mail, the long sword, the short swords, the bows, the crossbows, the bolts, all of that good stuff.
So, do you have to
and
like,
some food?
Is there you can just wear scale mail, right? Or is there a
Does it need to be adapted?
I don't think there's trains.
Ancestries. No.
Fighters are trained in all armor.
Oh, amazing!
I mean, yeah, that's
very
obviously very useful. Does anyone want some armor?
I've got a good set. I've got a good set.
Would be.
He pats his leaf armor. It's like, oh, this did me well in this little skirmish, so I think I'll stick with the leaf armor.
You didn't even. No one even looked your way. You strange little man.
Exactly.
Strange man. Well, it's up to you, Dirk. Do you want a bit of shiny scale? Or...
I've got my old dad's armor. Don't worry about me. And
armor.
He bashes his half plate where it's got a little dent in it from one of the crossbow bolts that deflects.
Is that what did him in? the dent in your armor.
What do you mean? He's fine. You've met him. Just because I'm an adventurer doesn't mean I have dead parents. I mean, you came to tea
just assume if you've
just
got
before
your
we
dad's
left.
armor, what's he doing?
Milking the cows.
That'd
Smash cut too. Your dad milking cows.
Thanks, Chris. It's hard work, but it's honest.
A day for it.
His mum comes. His wife comes in.
Okay then.
Okay then.
I don't know. I'm Irish. They're from Fargo. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of similar. Let's be honest.
So you can have
on the scale mail then.
You could for the last 20 minutes. You can wear the scale mail that we're definitely gonna use in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, you won't. You put on the scale mail. You continue on your little adventure, taking everything that you need and salvaging. I'm just conscious that we have about 20 minutes left.
I just get my pack and I just shove everything in there.
You just put stuff in, and weirdly it all fits, which is great.
It's just going to be a pretty simple handoff. We find Jessica. We give her
adventure over.
You manage to make your way out of the forest, but as you do, there is a ravine, a small little river that's dry, and the only path is on a big log that's been laid across it.
That's a classic obstacle.
You are going to have to balance across it, or you could do some other things, maybe if you'd like. But there is a
how far is it?
Log, down or across?
Across.
Let's say that it is 15 feet.
So long jump.
Yeah. So you stride, then attempt a DC 15 athletics check to make a long jump in the direction you were striding. If you didn't stride at least 10 feet, I'm guessing I can have as long a run up as I need. You automatically fail your check, so that's fine.
Yep.
Success, you leap up to the distance equal to your check result,
rounded
down to the nearest 5 feet.
So
now,
because it is a DC 15, so that means
it's 15 feet. I need to get a 15, right?
You leap up to the distance equal to your check result, rounded down to the nearest 5 feet. Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rounded down. So 15 or above. I will take
long jump across it, or you can balance across it.
Am I in a stressful? I'm not in a stressful situation.
You're not in a stressful situation.
Also, I have, even if I have assurance in athletics, so I can always take 10. So I'm going to take 10 in athletics. Gives me an automatic 21.
Okay.
So I look at that and you go, who needs a bridge? Watch this. And I go put my stuff away. I do a little throw my legs out, keep the momentum, throw my hands forward, and I make it with like 5 extra feet. Crash to my feet on the other side, and do a little bow. A little bow. A little bow.
Looks so fun. Oh, let me try. Oh, okay. All right. And he puts himself. Hold on, Fleshy. This'll be fun. And he's gonna try and emulate exactly what Dirk did.
Excellent.
Great. So that's an athletics check.
It is an athletics check. You're going to try a long jump.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not going to take a 10? Can you pass it on a take 10?
No. On a take 10, no, I can't.
Oh,
no.
shit. Oh, shit. It's less than a coin toss then.
17.
Yes.
Oh, you make it.
I rolled a 15 on the die with my +2 in athletics.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
You know what? It's just sheer glee and
how much health do you have, Sean? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, out of curiosity, I have 43. I'm untouched.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you did not even try to attack me.
No, I didn't.
No. I wonder why. And yeah, so he races his little feet, he gets a bit of a run up.
Oh, I don't know if that's. Oh,
Fleshy is and he just
and he lands it to try and make him last longer.
And I reckon he lands it and he teeters for a moment on the edge, he's flailing backwards, but there's a sheer look of like ecstasy. It's like, whoa, almost fell in there. Oh, that was fun. Almost want to do it again. I won't though, but I almost do.
Look down into the ravine, see how far down it was. Okay.
Do you want to try and estimate how far down it is?
Would it kill him? That's all I need to know. If he'd fallen down.
No.
No, okay.
No, it wouldn't.
I was going.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
It's not that deep.
Like,
not that
I've got
deep.
It ain't that deep,
athletics, but
guys.
I feel like it's in Barb's way to be like slow and steady, so I think maybe I'll go
Balance?
balance. Yeah. Now it's not a bridge; it's a big log, right?
It's a big log. Yeah, you'd have to balance. You have to do it.
Am I able to like, because how long is it? It's 15 feet.
It's 15 feet wide, the ravine.
Yeah. Am I able to like kind of use my axe to help, like essentially like
No,
a climbing pickaxe,
sorry,
like,
no.
and I kind of go along?
No, because it's not a climb action.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
You'd be putting an
well,
axe between you, an axe on a log that's sitting between you
Yeah.
and plunging downwards. It's
alright.
You'd be better off like holding your axe like this.
as an umbrella.
Yeah. There's a bit of a
Yeah.
balancing thing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not.
So
great.
it's an acrobatics check against the balance DC of the surface.
What's
Yes.
the DC?
I'm gonna say
I've got
that it
a
is.
16.
Well, I was gonna say that it's a 15.
Nice, good job.
Hey!
Yeah.
Just squeaking it in. Yeah, I think she's like, she sees everyone like vaulting across, but like meanwhile she's
far-
just been like
How far do you move? Which is
25.
moving. You are not all the way across.
Oh, what? Oh,
You
okay.
have
So I
five-
get it too.
Difficult terrain.
It's difficult terrain. So you move. You are 10 feet before you finish. Oh, I guess you could move twice. No, you'd have to roll again, right?
Each
It's an
one,
action. Yes. it's a
each
move.
action lets you move
Yes,
your
yes.
speed. So you
Cool.
get 25 over difficult terrain. So that's
Yes. 10.
10 foot, 10 foot.
Yeah. So you need to roll again.
The second one is a 19.
You're across.
Yeah, I think she's just
Amazing.
like, and can I just say that like this happens at the same time that everyone's just like taking their, like it's just been taking her the whole time, just like easy does it.
We're still congratulating each other.
Yeah.
That was
Easy
That was a
does
really
it.
good leap, actually. I mean, it's not that far
Easy.
down. You could have died,
One
but
after the other.
To be fair, half of it was Fleshy. Fleshy did a lot of the heavy lifting on that.
oh,
All right, now, now that I'm finally over.
it's a silver piece, fleshy.
Do you want to roll that?
Hey,
that
what are you
thievery?
doing?
Do you want to do that thievery roll there, Phil? See if you get it past it.
Yeah, do it.
Nat 20,
You
21.
You hand a silver piece to Fleshy, and Fleshy sequesters it deep within the recesses of the mushroom.
Like underneath the cap.
spores.
Yeah.
A little. The tip of it goes.
He like
and
gives
you-
I give a little Bark gives like a little pat on
Yeah.
like a congratulatory. Oh, good job.
And you can see that there are, just for the set moment, the briefest of moments, Phil, you, Dirk, can see that there are treasures deep within Fleshy's.
Wait a minute. Oh.
There's like just too much in there.
I thought you were gonna
like,
say there are skull and bones and
It's like-
well, there is that, yes, but it's
It's-
like looking into like a what do you call them, like a bag of holding, like it's like,
Oh,
Like a
amazing.
treasure
Like-
hoard of.
it's the treasure hoard. It's like a pocket plane.
it shouldn't
Looking
be as
in
deep
there
as
is like-
it shouldn't be as deep.
Actually, no, this is what happens. You look in there and the spores begin to ever so slightly shimmer down. And it's like that moment in 2001 Space
Space
where
Odyssey?
you
Yeah.
see the light starts flashing as the spores passing past you. And except it's not that, it's
There's an old folklore tale which is never look inside a leshy.
yeah, and your eyes blink and the colors change again. You blink and the colors, and then you're out of it. And hey, look, a big thing of corn.
The big
is that?
corn! It's the big corn!
Is that the big corn or is it a big corn?
No, it's the
Well,
big corn. Come
It's
on.
the biggest one that we can see in a certain radius. So I say, let's just go knock on the door and see if we can find Miss Farmer.
All right.
Jessica Farmer.
Jessica Farmer. Jessica Farmer. All right.
Oh, Miss Farmer!
You see a 15-year-old girl running around barefoot out in the out in the field.
Jessica?
Out in the cornfields, she says, "What? No, that's me mum. Let me sing my song. I love corn. Corn is good. I love corn. Corn, corn, corn." And she runs up and down the cornfields.
I love corn.
Screaming this
I love
song.
it.
Bob
It's-
wipes a
I
tear
could-
away.
I know what she means.
Where's your mum?
In the house.
Okay.
Corn.
This is a beautiful song.
She's an absolutely stunning human being.
Well, you seem to be the diplomat of the group. Do you want to do the honors there?
Absolutely.
You knock on the door, I presume.
Oh, Miss Farmer.
Woman. What?
Hello.
Don't call me that. Who the fuck sent you here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so rude. My name is Shredded Bark, and these are my two friends. We have Dirk and we have Barb. We were sent here by,
Jonathan Stryker.
Yes, we've got your money.
You mean Jonathan Farmer?
Do
Sure.
we?
That dickhead?
Oh,
Well,
I
he
don't
was.
know.
He had his hood pulled low and he was smoking a
What
pipe.
an edgy fuck.
Yes, he was very edgy.
Yeah.
He told
Well,
us
you call me Farmer.
Isn't that your
That's
name?
his last name, the dick.
Oh, my
What's-
apologies. How
Fucking
would you like?
bastard.
What's
how
your
would you
last
like to
name?
be referred to?
My name's Jessica Corn.
Oh,
That makes
Miss-
sense.
Miss Corn or Mrs. Corn?
Ms. Corn.
Ms. Corn, my apologies.
Ms.
We were
Corn.
sent here. We were sent here to present, and he like gestures to Bob. "Oh, show her their money. Show her the money.
Yeah. And I take the bag with the 25 remaining and give it on. This is what he said he wanted to give to you.
Sarah! Your deadbeat father's paid the finances.
Oh,
Finally paid his fucking child support.
oh, how nice of him! Is
Sarah
that
comes
to
running
go
up.
for?
We can buy so much corn.
You've got
You're right,
corn.
John, you're
Corn
right,
is the one
John.
thing that you've got plenty of. You don't need corn. I would have thought you'd be getting
Takes
tourists.
after her father, that idiot.
I have a question. Is this? And he points to the big corn. Is that really actual corn? How do you grow it that big?
Yes, it is. Go bite it. You can. She's gonna
What?
roll deception.
Don't bite it.
No. I'll take her. I'll take her at her word.
No, she wants to see how good. I want to see how good deception she does.
Okay. Oh. There's no reason why she'd lie.
Well, I rolled a natural 20. You're actually pretty concerned that it's actually corn.
There's no,
She's
why would
really
she lie?
earnest about it. She's like,
Yeah.
Why would she lie?
The dismissive way, and her like aggressive attitude implies that like she wouldn't outrightly lie.
Yeah.
So
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
I wouldn't do it.
What shit? I can't turn down an offer from the kindly Ms. Corn.
well, you're
I'm
not
just-
actually sure, Phil, that it isn't corn. You are maybe it might be corn.
Maybe it's
Just
corn.
obsessed
Maybe it is
about
corn.
Bart
It
goes to take
maybe
a bite.
might be
It
corn.
maybe might be corn.
Wow.
I
Bart
mean-
goes over and like gingerly like grabs a hold of the corn and
Yeah.
takes a very hefty, generous bite into the corn.
You take 2d8 of not
God.
corn damage.
Dental damage.
You
Poison?
take 11 stone, not corn damage.
Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry, Jessica. I think there may be a bit of a mistake. This isn't. I don't
Oh!
think this is corn.
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, that was so deadpan. I thought it was corn for a second.
Fucking thank you.
Or I
All right,
think
Sarah,
maybe
get in the house. We're not buying more corn. We've got lots of corn. And she screams the
heaps.
word corn and runs inside.
You know, my young
Oh,
ones
actually.
were very, very similar. I found.
Yeah, but she's 15. She needs to
Yeah.
meet other people. She
Do-
can't just hang around with her mum all the time.
Do you have any problems in the area that need solving with violence?
Do you have an adventure?
Some light puzzle
Actually,
solving,
yes,
delving.
we do. We do.
like puzzle.
There is a man who I want you to remove.
Is it
Is
your
it your
His
husband?
name,
husband?
yeah, kill my husband.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
how much?
Take his money, and this is not enough. 25 gold coins is not enough for child support.
Well,
for a
he
girl like
gave
Sarah.
us 50, but then he paid us 25 to do this job.
You bastards! And she runs to grab a crossbow. And that's where we'll end it.
Hey!
No, I want to ask her if she'll join book club.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she you can see in the background is Live Laugh Corn on her shelf.
I feel like my mission will be complete.
World's bestseller.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
everyone.
What a wonderful
Great.
diverse party we had.
Good. Thanks everyone for joining us
Very
for
good, yeah.
Rollcast One Shot. This is our monthly one shot series. We play role playing games that we haven't played just yet, or we have and not everyone has, or we do one shots and whatever.
Sometimes we
Whatever.
continue. Sometimes we continue stories from the mainline
That's
series.
True. That's true.
It really
You
is.
want to
It
see
really
these
is.
guys again?
It really is just our opportunity to kind of to experiment and muck about in the space.
Yeah.
Because we love
Actually
TTRPGs. We love them, all of them.
Making short form content, or maybe
Yes.
something that's not appropriate for like a long season.
Yeah.
You know, or something that uses different things like visuals and you know whatnot. It's just it really opens up possibilities for us. So
And-
we're very grateful to our patrons for making it happen.
And that being said, if you do want to find more of us outside of this space, primarily Roll2Cast does the podcast Roll2Cast, ROLE, which you can find on all good podcatchers.
In
We
the
play
middle
a
of the
different
screen.
game every season. And currently we're in season 10. We're celebrating 10 seasons of Roll2Cast. In fact, in this July, we'll be heading on to our 5th year. So we'll be celebrating 5 years of Roll2Cast. So currently we're doing a season of Dune Adventures in the Imperium.
Yeah.
And it's our first foray into 1 hour episodes as opposed to our usually 30 minutes. So you get a little bit more bang for your buck. So on the other side of the spectrum, they are very evil, awful characters, despite what you've seen here today. So if you hadn't had an opportunity, check out the Dune season, or all the seasons are self-contained. So whether you like Kids on Bikes, Call of Cthulhu, Vampire the Masquerade, Cyberpunk, there's something for everyone.
It's nearly 5 years of weekly uploads. So
Yes.
there is a lot of content there for you. We put out a new episode every single week.
You can also get ad-free on the Patreon. So if you don't like listening to ads in your podcast stuff, go to our Patreon and get it. Because
Top of
the
the
ads
screen there.
help support us, support the podcast, and support us. And we do this largely for free. The ads help pay for podcast rental and all that good stuff. All the Patreon helps us do those things. So whichever way you want to support us, by listening to ads through the podcast or by being part of the Patreon, that all helps us. We also have thingies. What do you call them?
Affiliates.
Sponsors.
Affiliates.
Yeah,
Affiliates.
we are-
Not sponsors,
speaking
affiliates.
of supporting us at Roll2Cast, we are affiliates with some amazing RPG companies. The first one is Arkenforge. So Arkenforge is a VTT that you can use to create maps of your own settings. You can print them out. You can also run music and visuals and video through Arkenforge. It's really, really cool. They're very lovely people. That's code Roll2Cast, no spaces. We also are affiliates with Eldritch Foundry, amazing mini makers. I've been playing around. There's lots of varieties in kind of shapes and bodies, and all the way from fantasy to sci-fi. So check out that there. And the last one is chroniclecards.shop. An amazing Australian RPG company. They make all sorts of cool RPG products, including minis, mini brushes, paints, and very fancy dice. Here's a set that I got, which comes in this really cool case.
Oh, that's
so,
awesome.
there's the dragon,
That's
and
pretty
then
cool.
that's the D20. And they're a beautiful set. You might not be able to see them so perfectly, but they have got a
Liquid
flower
core?
on the inside. They
Mm.
do liquid cores. All of the dice from Chronicle Cards are really beautiful. A friend bought me these for my druid character that we play with. So yeah, it's got a kind of beautiful purple.
It's a bit rough
blue
because your
flower.
bit rate
I
is through the
know,
floor at the moment. I don't know why.
And it's red as well in my house with the lights. But anyway, it comes in this beautiful case, and they're really, really cool. I bought some stuff from them over Christmas. One thing got lost, and they fixed it up right away. They sent out a new one within like 2 days. So
Amazing.
yeah, really cool company. And the code is Roll2Cast with all of them. So check out all of our amazing affiliates if you want to give us a little kickback and get yourself some cool RPG products.
Please tell friends about the podcast. Please share it around. Please tell a friend. So good. It makes us happy. It's
Leave
fun.
a review.
Leave a
Like-
review. Hey, that's
Like this
fun.
video.
Yep. If you haven't already.
Engage.
I reckon that's everything. For
That's
today.
it.
Yep. We got a bunch of socials. Follow them.
Beautiful.
Tell friends about us. Tell a loved one. Tell an enemy. Be cool.
Yeah,
Have a
go
great
out
weekend.
being amazing TTRPG people in general.
Yeah.
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 All right, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your day. WrestleMania weekend.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
I feel like we forgot.